Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another watch along. Big up your damn selves in the building. Make sure you smash up the likes every single damn time and subscribe if you are new. Big up everybody. Hopefully everybody can hear me. There's no issues. I'm seeing the chat. Chat's good. Life's good. Big day. Community Shield day. Curtain raiser day. How's everybody doing? Let's see what's going on. Yeah, man. Come on. Oh, goodness me. No issues. Good stuff to hear. All right, let's get into this. Lineups are on screen, as you can see. I'll get score predictions going in the chat. First of all, we saw the news came out there. That Chalobah has been banished from the first team proceedings at Cobham. He's now training with the academy. It's mad. It's all mad. It's very much the same tactic that was used with Gallagher. I think Broja has been added to that as well. Same tactic that's been used with Gallagher. And, I guess what this means is anybody can get it. Anybody can get it, really. Today it's Chalobah. Tomorrow it might be Mudryk if they decide he's a flop. It could be anyone. I'm interested to see if this is like something that they just plan to do every single time they want someone to get out of the club, because he just signed. The difference with this situation is that he signed a 6.5-year deal last year, and they offered him that. They offered him that deal, and now they want him to leave immediately. It's kind of mad. It's very mad. At least you could say with Gallagher, to a degree, they didn't offer him a new contract, but here they've offered him a whole last contract, and then changed their mind within a year. It's a bit stinky. The plan in their head is not really there, is it? It's not really there. But yeah, here we are. These are the teams on screen. So let's go through them. For Man City, it's actually, I was saying on the Big Six, and I was saying to Grizz as well, I feel like this team's gonna be potentially quite weak, purely because Man City all pre-season have been playing a lot of, rotated sides. A lot of academy players are in there on the bench in pre-season. There are some first-teamers that are coming to the bench now, as you can see. De Bruyne's there. Ake's there. I think he spoke about potentially using Phillips as some sort of centre-back this season, because he likes to see the game in front of him. Let me just put this up. Well, yeah, this is going to have to hopefully be ready at some point. But yeah, he was trying to see if Phillips can potentially be of use, because he hasn't been of any use, really, let's be honest, since he arrived. And fair play to Pep, regardless of the money that he's been given, he is also very good at making players fit the system, even if they haven't really got the quality, such as a Phillips. If he's going to use him this season, I'm sure he would have much preferred to purchase someone, but it looks like he's going to end up using him as a wide centre-back or as an inverted fullback. So you have to say fair play. He's always good at finding solutions for these issues. Most managers probably would have, I don't know what they would have done with Phillips. Phillips the last 2-3 years is nothing player almost. I don't know what most managers would have done. They probably would have put him in the reserves and just said, I'm not working with him. But not Pep. Let's see. What position does McAtee play? McAtee plays, I'm not sure. I think today he's going to play as a 10. I think. Obviously you've got Oscar Bob playing right wing. You've got McAtee playing in the 10, and then I assume Doku on the left. So I don't really think there's many options for him to play anywhere else other than the 10. Just looking at the team, O'Reilly, I'm pretty sure, is playing next to Kovacic in midfield, and he's a centre mid. And then obviously Lewis, it speaks for itself what he's going to be doing, probably inverting from the right back position. Then it will be Akanji, Diaz and Vardy that will be playing as a back three in possession. So maybe O'Reilly and McAtee, you can maybe look at them as 8s if you want to look at it that way. Kovacic playing next to Lewis, but we'll see how it goes. A lot of people saying he's going to be a 10. What pisses me off is we could offer Newcastle 60 million for Isak, sell Lukaku to Napoli without getting Osimhen. That's a far better deal. I'm not sure if Newcastle takes 60 million. I'm pretty sure they don't. The quotes I was hearing before were like 100 million plus. So I don't think they take 60 million, bro, to be honest. As for Lukaku to Napoli, that can't happen unless Osimhen leaves, because you can't play Lukaku and Osimhen in the front two, and you can't buy Lukaku and bench him if you're Napoli. So that deal can't happen without both players moving clubs. Lukaku has to go to Napoli and Osimhen has to go somewhere because he can't stay at Napoli. So that what you're saying there doesn't happen. It doesn't work. Osimhen's better, someone's saying as well. Get your votes in on predictions as well. Big up everybody in the chat. Forgot to add Noni too. I think Newcastle were interested in Noni. Well, they did let Almiron left, didn't he? So yeah, he could. I mean, they were interested in him previously, I think a few windows ago, but there's been no offers. So, and for Manchester United, let's make sure we go through their team as well. So Man City is pretty much, we kind of know what we're gonna get from them most likely. Let me just rename this. We know what we're gonna get from them. Manchester United is Onana, Dalot, Maguire, Evans. Martinez is going to play left back. Casemiro, Kobe Mino, Dalot, Fernandes, Mount, and Rashford. Mount's going to play left wing because that's the only position I can see. Martinez playing left back. It doesn't scream a lot of width down that left-hand side for Manchester United. It feels very much like they're going to be very right-heavy. Dalot and Diallo, I've been waiting to see this partnership for the best part of over a year. I know Diallo had injuries last season, but there were obviously times he could have played and he didn't play him. So I'm looking forward to seeing this partnership because I think it could be very, very, very exciting. Very exciting to watch. But the left-hand side, Martinez is obviously very good on the ball. He'll probably maybe just sit and defend versus Oscar Bob, who's in really good form in pre-season. Maybe it will go... I don't know if Ten Hag really does this, but maybe it will go to a back three. And maybe Dalot will just get really far forward and then you could just go Maguire, Evans and Martinez. But it doesn't really work because you don't really want Maguire defending wide areas. It's not really like Man City where they're going to have Akanji and Vardy all defending wide areas. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's just going to have to go flat four. You can't have Maguire in wide areas. You can't have Evans in wide areas. So that can't work. Mount, left wing. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll be a 4-3-3. Maybe Mason Mount will play next to Casemiro and Kobe Mino. Maybe Fernandes will just play up front. Rashford could play on the left then. Let's see what the chat's saying. What do you guys think in terms of that team? That might make more sense for Man United, to be honest. Play Fernandes up front, even though he's not a striker at all, but just play him as like a false nine. Play Rashford as the left winger. Mount in the midfield three with Kobe Mino and Casemiro to give legs. And then Dalot just stays on the right. That might make more sense. I don't know what's going on. No Anthony, no party. 4-2-2-2. Who are you benching from Lavia, Enzo, Caicedo? I don't think it's guaranteed that Dewsbury Hall will start. No, I don't think so. So I don't think Dewsbury Hall is going to start. I don't think he's going to start. Politics dictates that Enzo's going to play. He's vice captain, well, one of the vice captains. Caicedo has to play, and Lavia's been one of the best players in pre-season. So I don't think he's necessarily going to start. But we'll see. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. If he does, I think he'll be playing on the left. Well, he can't play on the left because he's not really a winger, is he? I don't know. In the strongest Chelsea team, I don't have Dewsbury Hall in the starting 11. I don't have him in the starting 11. Not in the strongest Chelsea team. He's a rotational player in my strongest 11. But we'll see. We'll see. I guess I think the Inter Milan. Well, we've got a game on Thursday. The Inter Milan game might be an inkling as to what the strongest team actually is, but I'm not sure. We'll have to see. It's an interesting one. But I don't have him in the starting 11. And I don't think the manager's necessarily going to start him. Like, we obviously say that he knows the system, but it's not like a Jorginho Sarri, where like Sarri was absolutely critical. Sorry, Jorginho was absolutely critical to the entire build-up phase of that Chelsea team. So like he was the orchestrator of how we built up. I don't really see I don't really see Dewsbury Hall as the orchestrator of the Chelsea system just because he's come from Leicester. So I don't see it like that at all. I think Enzo, yeah, we'll see. I have a mad draft for the strongest team. Neto, Jackson, Palmer, Maguire has to look for other clubs now. Ligt has come in. Yeah, let's talk about the breaking news actually that just came out of Manchester United. Actually, let's take a look at that because that just broke 20, 30 minutes ago. So first of all, Wan-Bissaka is going to West Ham for 15 million. First of all, I think that's a really good bit of business from West Ham. I think that's brilliant business from West Ham. I really do. I think that's brilliant business. They're building a team that can genuinely compete to try and break into the Champions League next season. They don't have any Europe, so they got one game a week. They've kept Bowen, they've kept Kudus, they've kept Paqueta, they've got Somerville. That's a frightening 4 behind Fulkrug. Then they've got Alvarez. They do need to look at maybe defensive midfield options as well. Souček is not great. I don't like Souček too much. Who else is there? Ward-Prowse, so maybe they won't, but yeah. Then you've got the back line. They've just brought in that defender from Nice. They're now bringing in Wan-Bissaka. They've already got Aguerd, who had a good World Cup. Great World Cup, sorry. Brilliant World Cup. Zuma's obviously had injury issues. Left back, they've got Emerson Palmieri, who sounds like did a decent job for them. So people are doing too much for West Ham. I don't think so. I think West Ham have made their ambitions pretty clear. And Kilman, sorry, I forgot all about Kilman. They've signed him as well. I think West Ham have made their ambitions pretty clear. They're trying to follow the route that Newcastle and Aston Villa took to Champions League back-to-back seasons. Let's be honest. Back-to-back seasons now, we've had someone break into the top 4. So it's not completely inconceivable that someone else will break into the top 4 because Manchester United don't look great, like in terms of just the overall with the manager and the way that they're going to go into the season from last year. It doesn't really feel like Manchester United they're not nailed on for anything. Chelsea are not nailed on for anything. There's a slot to be taken. I think Villa, with the extra games, are going to maybe find out. They might find out. It's hard. It ain't easy juggling Champions League and League. Newcastle, have they improved their team enough? Not for me. So there's a gap. I'm not saying they're going to definitely make it, but I expect them to be in and around it. And let's remember, West Ham have been consecutively playing European football year after year after year. This is the first season in about 3 seasons where West Ham are not playing any form of European football. They had Europa League last year because they won Conference League the year before, and they were in Europa League the year before that. And they reached the semi-finals and lost to Frankfurt to miss the final with Rangers. So they've been in European football for 3 years on the bounce before this season where they have no European football. They've massively improved their squad. Somerville's a very good player off the left. Now they've got balance with Bowen on the right. Goals as well because he scored a truckload of goals in the Championship. Paqueta's a creator. Kudus is a creator. Why are we not afraid? What is there not to be afraid about? Maybe the manager? I don't know. Let's see how Lopetegui does. I don't know. Let's see on that because his Wolves stint was pretty short. I'm not sure about him. But apart from that, if you have a question mark over the manager, you can't really question that group of players I've just listed. Kudus gets into top 6 teams. Paqueta gets into top 6 teams. Somerville, Liverpool were interested. We were interested a little bit. Bowen, definitely gets into that Tottenham team, top 6 teams. Fulkrug is a good player. We saw in the Euros. So it's definitely something to be feared. You definitely have to put them in the top 4 race off the bat. If they massively underachieve, then fair enough. But yeah, for me, I'm thinking about them. Right, let's get the rest of the transfer news as well, actually. So Mazzarri, here we go to Manchester United. Green light given, 20 million euros. The only concern is the injuries. But again, great signing, in my opinion. 5-year deal, plus 1 more year. So 6 years, potentially negotiated and done. 20 million euros is an absolute bargain for him. Bargain. Absolute bargain. As long as he can keep fit. That's the only thing. I'm going to check his injury record in a minute. As long as he can keep fit, that's an absolute bargain as well. Can't go wrong. What is that? £16 million, 16 and a half, £17 million. It's a bargain. It just goes to show that as much as we talk about inflation and we talk about, everybody has to spend more to compete, and if you actually just use your brain and just look at the market and see where there's opportunities, there's always good deals to be done. There's always good deals to be done. This guy costs less than Cassidy. He's 26, good age. He costs less than Cassidy. Mazawari costs less than Cassidy. It's a good deal. Let me take a look at his injury record. Because if in terms of playing a certain way, and well, forget that for a second. Just in terms of Luke Shaw and Malacia, I don't know what's going on there. Just looking at his injury record, I'm going to go through it. It is a concern. That's the only issue with this deal. But we could say the same for Pedro Neto as well with our deal. But is De Ligt done as well? Is De Ligt done as well? Marino. Is that £17 million you're paying from Real Sociedad for Arsenal? That's, again, good business. It's almost like things are getting cheaper. It's almost like things are getting cheaper. The world is healing. I like these prices. Mazarari's injury record, he missed 5 games. 2023-24 was bad. Muscular problems, missed 2 games for club and country, 8 days out injured in total. So then he was ill, I think, missed 3 days, that's fine, 1 game missed. So that's not important. First 2 are fine, really. He's only missed 3 games with those 2. Next one is 10 games missed, 47 days out for club and country, torn muscular bundle. Fitness issues, missed 1 game, 10 days. There's not really any specifics on that. And torn muscular fiber, and it was 28 days, and it was 5 games missed. So I think it looks worse than it is. You could definitely eliminate a few of those. Illness, no one cares. It could have been a cold for all we know. And the muscular problems, he missed a week. That can happen. That's normal, isn't it, right? So it's not too bad. But then obviously there are ones before that, the season prior as well. Every year he does miss games. He does miss a good 20 games a year he's missing on average, it seems. 15, 20. But we'll see how he does. New medical team, maybe new fortunes. We'll see. Sorry, not Cassidy. He was what? Did you say he was 12 million? So it was. So who am I thinking of then? Let me just go. Well, Kellyman was definitely more expensive. That was PSR. Kellyman was what, 20 mil? 19 mil, something like that. 22 and €500,000, whatever that is. But that's PSR. So I'm not even really going to count that because clubs were just doing stupid shit. So I'm not even counting Kellyman as reckless spending. That was just calculated nasty work, but it worked and it's legal. Let's see. But yeah. And De Ligt. Let's see on De Ligt as well. Because it looks like De Ligt's gone through. So who am I thinking of? No, they're all kind of in and around Angelos and Washingtons, not above though. In and arounds. Yeah. Almost though. Hopefully he is. Yeah, he's only 18 years old. He's only 18 years old. Voice is not in sync with the picture. That's odd. Should be. Let me know if it's still out of sync. Let me know. How out of sync? And is it? Yeah, talk to me about that. It's really odd. It is, yeah? Okay. It's synced. Okay, cool. I just turned it off and turned it back on. That's the only that's the only solution I had for such a random issue. Ash, talk to me. Saeed has booked his Kenya Airlines ticket for May 2025 when Arsenal wins the league. The seat next to him is available, and you can get a 50% early bird discount if you book now. Just saying. Are you not the person that I had written down last season on the old studio saying that Arsenal were going to win the league and then they didn't, and then I had to name and shame you on this channel, on the watch along? I'm pretty sure you were the person, Ash. I had someone else last year, can't remember now, but I definitely had you this year. So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think it is him. Let's look at Ligt. It's all coming in now, isn't it? Damn, Manchester United getting business done. Right. Is it a here we go for Ligt though? The last update on Ligt was Ligt and Mazzarri on the verge of joining Manchester United, deal being completed while Wan-Bissaka moves to West Ham. Plan confirmed. How much was it for Ligt? Solanke. Do you know what? Solanke's very expensive. 65 million package. That's quite expensive. I would have valued Solanke at about 50 million, 55 million max. Maybe add-ons with bonuses if he reaches certain targets. But 65 million, they had to pay above and beyond because Bournemouth really didn't want to let him go. He signed a 6-year deal. He's already pictured in the shirt. This brother has played for Chelsea's academy, Liverpool, and now Tottenham. He's doing a run on the Big Six. Solanke, I can't say I don't rate it. It's a good signing for Tottenham. It's very expensive. But I think I have a much better feeling about it than when they signed Richarlison. Richarlison was wild at that fee. But still overpaying. They're still overpaying. I'm not questioning why Chelsea didn't pay 65 million for Solanke, to be honest. I don't think we should have. I wouldn't have minded Solanke come back to Chelsea as a striker option before Samuel came in. Because how old is he? We just said, is he 20? He's 26, isn't he, Solanke? Let me just check his age. So he's just above the kind of point where we say the cutoff is. Yeah, he's 26. But he's 27 very soon. So yeah, not really our cup of tea. But I wouldn't want us to pay 65 million for him. I'll be honest. I wouldn't pay 65 million. I think he's a very good player though. Scored 19 goals last season. Yeah. Good return. I think that's the first season he's ever knocked up those type of numbers. So let's see if he can do it back to back. He's going to be under a bit of pressure. I don't know what shirt number Tottenham have given him. I don't know if anyone's got that info. But do let me know. Lukaku, Chalobah, Broja, as well as Datro Fofana are all expected to leave Chelsea this summer. Plan for permanent transfers for all of them, as Lukaku has agreed a 3-year deal with Napoli. Chalobah, Fofana, Broja are assessing their options. Have they all been banished to the academy then? They must have. I don't really care that Lukaku's been banished. I think the other three is a bit harsh. Datro Fofana, it's not really that harsh because he was never really a first-team player anyway. So him training with the under-23s is not really that weird. I think he played even some under-23 games. But I think Chalobah and Broja are probably first-teamers at this point. Well, not probably. Chalobah is definitely a first-teamer at this point. Wore the damn armband. So, but yeah, they're probably all banished to the academy. But yeah, Lukaku, I don't give a damn about. So that's all fine. He should be there. Yeah. Lukaku should have been banished though. Should be banished. He's the only one in that list that actively wants to leave and will cause a disturbance. For me, when you're banishing someone from the first team squad, it's because it's a disciplinary or it's because they will unsettle the team in terms of their mannerisms, their attitude, their behavior, which Lukaku, you can make a case to say Lukaku would do that. So you can banish him. I think the rest of them, you could have maybe just trained separately from the team and just still kept them in the same building. I didn't feel like they had to be, because it's a bit, it knocks at their, I don't know if it's a pride thing, but it knocks at the ego a little bit if you get put back in the academy building. You know, you just taken all that time to get the crossover from the academy building to the first team building to be put back over there and to have to train. I don't think people actually realize they don't realize what that is like. You're a first team player, you're first team quality player, all right? And you're training with the academy kids. And you're communicating and dialogue with the academy kids on a day-to-day. It's a bit disrespectful. It's disrespectful. It is. I don't feel like it's really necessary. I think you can make it clear that you want them sold and they'll leave. But I guess it worked with Gallagher, so it will probably work here as well. And they're just... All I'm saying is if you're going to be this ruthless, and if you're going to be this, classless in some cases, you have to win trophies. You have to. Because, you can't not win trophies and also be dickheads. Because where are we winning? Where's the win? We're not treating people great, but we're not winning. So what are we doing? We're just being dickheads who just flip shit. What good is that to me? So we need to win trophies. We need to win trophies. Clubs that win can get away with things. Same case in point to Manchester City. Manchester City sell 80 to 90% of their academy players, right? Every single season, they make crazy profits off their academy. No one talks about, oh, this is so bad that Man City sold an academy player. How could they not let them be at Man City and play for Man City? And they're ripping the soul out of the club and the heart. No one talks about that because Man City win. Man City win. And Man City have the quality in their first team to justify it. The problem with Chelsea is a lot of the recruitment so far, we have not seen the vision yet in terms of the quality. Some of them we have, but some of them we haven't. So then there's that jeopardy of, have you actually sold the academy player and replaced it with something that is not as good for money? And you're not winning. So when you're not winning, everything's under scrutiny. So the best solution is to just win trophies. But if you don't win trophies, you can't keep treating people like dickheads because it just doesn't work. Doesn't work. Yeah, exactly. Of course. But Roman knew what he was doing and he won. He won at an alarming rate. You know what I mean? We have not even picked up a single piece of silverware coming into the third season. This season, we've got to pick up something. We've never gone this long without a trophy since I don't even know when, in terms of like the time span. So we got to win something. The bloated squad is down to signing 10 players when you probably only need to sign 3 or 4. So that's not the fans' problem. That's their strategy. None of the fans said, no Chelsea fans said coming into this window, let's sign 10, 11, 12 players. So don't put that on the fans. That's the board. That's the recruitment strategy. So you can bin that part of your statement. Next part is cry more when they're taken to the stands, when they're taking a stand to get players out. Okay, so let me explain this, right? If you offer a player a 6.5-year contract a year ago, and then you banish them to the academy a year later to sell them, I'm not really confused as to why you think people should just not talk about that. Don't you think that's a bit odd? What other club does that? What other club offers someone? It's not even like the Gallagher situation. This is actually worse. What other club offers a player who plays and plays well, right, in comparison to your other centre-backs at least, a 6.5-year deal? He signs it. He commits, yeah, which is what you wanted because you offered it, this very same board, and then you banish him to the academy a year later. Why are you trying to pretend like we're weird? I hate it when people do this. They try to pretend we're the weird ones for actually like dissecting what's going on, because they're just happy to just anything this board do. Some people, they just clap and say it's great, fantastic, you can do whatever you want, it doesn't matter, we will never even question what you're doing or never question your planning, because you didn't have to offer him a 6.5-year deal. If you didn't want to keep him, don't offer him a 6.5-year deal. Simple. He has like 5.5 years left. You can force him out, but he doesn't actually have to leave. Again, contractually, you offered him that deal. It's even worse than Gallagher, because at least with Gallagher, it was always obvious you didn't want to keep him. You actually offered Chalobah a 6.5-year deal. So why now is he the bad person for not leaving straight away? It's crazy, some people's logic. Chalobah's the bad one because he signed a 6.5-year deal. He committed his 6.5 years to this club and said, I'm going to be here, I'm going to live here, I'm going to work here, and then a year later, you've changed your mind and he's just meant to just go along with it. What? And then the same people will cry when players aren't loyal and they'll say, oh, Courtois handed in the transfer request, he's a snake. Strange people. No consistency in terms of player treatment whatsoever. None. I'm not saying they don't have a right to want to sell him. I'm just saying there's a way you can go about it which is better than the way they're going about it. That's what I'm saying. Go about it in a better way than this. Let's see. Next season will be Alfie. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm just interested to see if this is something that they do with everyone in terms of like even people that they've paid for. So obviously now this is just happening to players that aren't really worth any sort of transfer fee, which is interesting. But in terms of like, could this happen to a Mudryk? Could this happen to a Madueke? Could this happen to a Leslie Okachuku? Could this? I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting. I'm interested to see if this, because this might just be the consistent strategy that they're going to go with every single time they want someone to leave, which is, it's kind of mad, because that means we're going to be doing this every single year. But yeah, interesting. Pure profit, baby. Yeah, it's true. Also, another thing was Sterling, and I would love Sterling to exit to Juventus, but then it dawned upon me that Juventus have got their own players that they're trying to get rid of, and one of them's Chiesa. So I have to ask everybody in the chat, right? If it takes Sterling going to Juventus, but as part of the deal, they want us to take Chiesa for a separate transaction. So you have to pay for Chiesa and pay his wages. I don't know what his wages are. Would you guys do that? Because it feels too far out. If it feels too far-fetched in the imagination to say that Juventus are just going to take Sterling and we're just going to have Sterling gone with no repercussions. I feel like there's someone coming the other way, because that's how all these deals are getting done. Gallagher goes to Atletico, we get Samuel. It feels like clubs are doing deals now where if you want to buy someone, it's like, who can you take, and then how can we move the money about and then put it in the accounts, and then everybody's happy. So, because any sale is going straight into the books, and any sale is going straight into the books, and any purchase is getting amortized, isn't it? So everybody's kind of winning that way, which is why we had the whole PSR thing at the end of the window. Well, not the end of the window, but, So a lot of people are saying yes. There's not many no's. I've not been watching Chiesa at all. I've not watched Chiesa it doesn't feel like for years, in terms of like, I've not watched him consistently since his injury. Since I watched him on his come up, and he was brilliant. Loved him. But then after the injury, he was out for ages, and I haven't really watched him since then. Little cameo appearances here and there in internationals and whatnot. So I don't know. Like, I don't really know what level he's at. Can we even trust his injury situation? I don't know. But you've been watching Sterling. I know I have been watching Sterling, you're right. And it's been a nasty experience at times. And even in pre-season, I'm not enjoying it. So don't get me wrong. I would love to sell Sterling. His wages are way too high. 300 plus K to play the way he plays is ridiculous. If we're talking about having a wage structure and a wage bill, Sterling, Chilwell, these should be like the first two guys out, even before Mudryk. Even though I don't rate Mudryk very highly at all at the moment, based upon what I've watched, at least his wage is not disgustingly out of our budget. And he's not going to probably deter clubs from coming in for him at some point. We could probably still sell him. We would definitely make a loss on Mudryk, but his wages aren't high enough where we can't sell him, whereas Sterling is in a mad position. Same with Lukaku, same with Kepa. These guys have got to go. Gotta go. Off the bill. So, yeah, listen, I would prefer to just sell Sterling and nobody comes back the other way because I agree with you. We don't need another player coming in. However, I'm just saying it's probably going to be that Juventus want to sell Chiesa. So they're going to try and bring him into the deal. And then they'll say, we're not taking Sterling unless you take Chiesa. And then we have a decision to make. That's why I'm bringing it up. Let's see. Here we go. Given for Ligt to Manchester United. Here we go. Bayern Munich accept Manchester United's condition, including add-ons, 45 million euros fixed fee, 5 million euros add-ons, and also payment spread over 3 years. Ligt has now signed a 5-year deal plus 1 option as soon as authorized to travel. Everybody's doing this plus 1 now on the 5, isn't it? Everyone's doing it. Everybody's doing it now. 5 plus 1. And also, did people say there were delayed kickoff? I hope there isn't. Everything's getting done just before kickoff for Manchester United. Mazraoui, Wan-Bissaka, Ligt, all done before kickoff. All those deals. I mean, Ligt is... Do you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. Let me just put it like this. Beggars can't be choosers. I don't mean to be rude, Man United. But you're in quite a mad position with your squad. Casemiro, Evans, Maguire. You know, you're almost back in 2022, 2021 in terms of those names. They should be way back there. They shouldn't be in 2024. So beggars can't be choosers, I guess. It's an opportunity. He's available. You gotta go and make it happen. And you have to hope that it works out. You have to hope that he rediscovers his form. His form's been a bit messy since he left Ajax. But you kind of have to. You kind of need to bring in. Players in centre back and in midfield. So you don't really have a choice. I'll be honest. Because you can't go into the season with what you've got. You can't go into the season with Lindelof, Evans, Maguire. You may as well just forget about it. You may as well pack up the season. So yeah, I get it. I don't know if he's. I don't know if he's going to work. He's probably the only one. Well, I think as long as Mazraoui can keep fit, I think he's going to do well. I think Zirkzee will do well. I just don't know how many goals he's going to get, but he's a good player. I don't know how many goals he's going to get, though. And who else have you brought in? Lindelof is leaving. Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I don't have Discord set up yet. I've had to switch all my OBS. Let me see if I can do it, but I'm trying to remember right now how, because I've had to reset everything, so it's not my old scene collection. I haven't got it set up, so you guys can actually hear him. Let me see, guys. I'll try and do it. Just give me one moment. It's good stuff. It's going to be interesting. It just makes it interesting for Man United. I think before the deals were done, you know, we kind of already saw what we saw. The only massive upgrades that could happen to that 11 were maybe Diallo's and if Rashford found his form again. But now there's quite a few players that at least you can say there's a potential for them to upgrade the team a little bit. Where the I don't know if this is going to work. I'll be real. Nah, forget it, guys. It's not gonna work. Right. Why is that the scoreboard? Give me one moment. I'm surprised no one noticed that. Man United. Right, smash up the lights, guys. We're nearly at kickoff. Let me see if I can make that change. I need to make that change ASAP. What time is it now? Is kickoff delayed, guys, or is it running on time? Let me know in the chat. I'll just ring him on the phone. It's just easier. Brother! Hold on, let me put you on speaker. What are you saying?
What are you telling me? What are you telling me?
So what, you telling me there's quite a bit of business being done over there?
Oh, but yo, listen. I can lie to you, but it's a madness. Get the charity shield. You gonna need some dopamines.
That is...
Some dopamines, fam.
It's a shame this shit didn't happen tonight, so you could just like separate it in the live. Because I said it's a shame this didn't happen tonight, so you could separate the lives. Because you man must be hella distracted right now.
Bro, I'm hella distracted right now.
You got a game.
Hey, it's on a chill.
Bro, you got a game to focus on.
You know what it was?
Oh my
This
days.
game, I think we'll win 2-1, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, it's all good. Because whatever happens now, at least we've improved the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's exactly what I was saying. Like, I don't know how Ligt's gonna do because he's been kind of out of form for the last couple of years. But like, at least now there's hope because Evans wasn't even bad last year, but Maguire, Lindelof needs to leave. Like, Casemiro needs to leave. Like, McTominay, you just need new players, bro. You need new players. You just have to hope.
Bro, we need the fresh impetus. Like, don't get me wrong. Listen, he's not by any means right now. Oh, hey, look at that. Look how, Bernardo, Ashworth, look at that, guys.
What?
You got a structure. You're at the stadium as well. All right, this is crazy. But yeah, going back to what you just said. Bro, he's got a lot to improve. At the same time, it's like, bro, he's going to be hungry. This is his last chance at a big club. He ain't going to a big club after this.
Probably, yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean, bro? This is him done after this, bro. You know what it was?
Yeah.
So, it's one of them where, for me, Azarawi is good and competent enough to be playing fullback options. You get me? He's very, very technical. So, we just need to move on now from the you know what, Wan-Bissaka gives us a little bit of, you know, a solidity.
Bro.
We need to actually grow. You have to grow. You have to go out of your comfort zone.
You finally got a left back now because my days, Luke Shaw and Malacia, you could not rely upon them anymore, man.
You can't rely on them. Saying that though, Mazraoui is injury prone, but
he is. But
we got options. You know what I mean? We got options. NSG options. You know,
it's a madness. It's a madness. I can't believe this is all happening like all in one go. It's crazy.
Bro, I'm just gassed, man. I can't lie to you. I'm just gassed, bro. I'm just gassed, man. You get me? Like, the season's a season, but right now, you man got Neto as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good days for United and Chelsea, man.
Solanke's gone Tottenham. West Ham are doing a madness. I think West Ham are in the top 4 run. Top 4 fight.
No. Top six.
Why not top 4? Why can't they do what Aston Villa did?
Nah, because you know what? The manager, I'm not too sure about because it's a bit hit and miss. But B, I don't know. I just think for me, they haven't got a good squad as well. Villa had a decent squad though as well. And players that can come off the bench. And Diaby that can come off the bench, etc. Who can come off the bench for them?
Well, I'm thinking. Let me go through their team. I think they've got options, man. They've definitely got options.
Options on the bench. It's not great.
Well, I don't think they're gonna start. They might try, but can they start Somerville, Paqueta, Kudus, and Bowen all in the same team?
Oh no way, Rashford. Why did he do the brown tints?
Yeah, they got one game a week. Exactly. That's exactly why I think they're in the fight.
Brown tints Rashford ain't cooking now, man. The Rashford haircut, man. That's the 2021 haircut, man.
Hold on, let me see. Ings, Bowen, Cornet. Remember they signed that Brazilian as well, people.
They're gonna be calm. They're gonna be calm. They got one game a week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
They're calm, actually. They're calm.
They're in the fight.
Yeah, they're calm, bro. They're calm.
They're in the fight. Anyway, I'll let you go, bro, because it's 5 minutes for kickoff before you start.
Matisse, in the building. Come on.
In a bit, brother. Big up, big up.
Big up.
Yeah, in terms of West Ham, they signed that young Brazilian. Remember, everybody was kind of mentioning his name as part of like a 3 or 4 group of really talented wingers. They've brought him in as well earlier on in the window. They might not be done. The way that they're moving, they're not done. It's, you know, I can't say that that's their last signing that they've made there today. Yeah, I definitely have them in the fight. At least for now. At least for now. No, Europe is crazy. Who's their right back? Kufal. They need to get a right back. If they're doing all this, they may as well get a right back, people. Areola in goal. Kilman. You got the new centre back. Emerson's probably okay to go. Yeah, they need a right back. Need a right back, people. Oh, sorry, they just got Wan-Bissaka. Exactly, you're right. Sorry, I'm looking at their website and I'm just seeing who's currently there. So they got Wan-Bissaka, yeah. So bro, they got options, man. They got a team. Their team's good to go, I think. Their team's good to go. Yeah. I've just remembered, yeah. Because I'm looking at their website and obviously nothing's been updated. They haven't got their full team on the website. There's loads of players missing on that website that they're about to sign. So they're about to bring in 2 new defenders to add to what they've already got. So maybe you could say, depends how greedy you want to go, but maybe you could say 1 more centre mid. Maybe this manager might actually get something from Cornet as well, off the bench. I think Cornet at Burnley was a good player. He's a good player. Moyes never seemed to use him, but he was a good player at Burnley. So, we'll see. Anyway, right, let's see. Yeah, I think it can work, people. I think it can work. Definitely think it can work. Top 4 fight. Yeah, he was cooking, bro. He was cooking. That's how he got that move in the first place. Because he was doing very well. He was like one of the few shining lights in a very, very meaty team. So, I don't know if he can be revived. I don't know if it's too late. He's not too old, but his confidence might be absolutely shot to pieces. I don't know about this game being delayed. It was what other people was telling me. I don't know if it's actually delayed. People were telling me there was some comments saying there's a delay, but I don't know. Right. Let me see. All right, let me get the score up now on screen. 1 second. As far as I'm aware, guys, we're still kicking off at 3 o'clock. Unless anybody knows any other info on that, but I just assume we're kicking off at 3 o'clock. I'm going to remove these lineups as well. Let's see. Why would there be delays? Kick off on time. Yeah, no delay. Yeah. Okay, cool. I don't plan to be on the mid-6, brother. I don't plan. I don't plan for it. However, is anybody... I guess the question is, with other fan bases, is anybody worried about the business that Man United have done today? I guess obviously Arsenal and Man City couldn't care less. Let's ask if there's Liverpool fans, Tottenham fans, Chelsea fans. Anybody worried? Anybody worried about the business that's been done? I wouldn't say I'm worried. That's what I will say. I wouldn't say I'm worried. I kind of need to see them. I need to see them like perform, especially under this manager, before I was to get worried about anything. Maguire equals Ligt. It's nothing crazy. It shouldn't be anything crazy, hopefully, in regards to looking at it from our point of view. Okay. Right, let me put these up now. 1 second. Let's just get these nil-nils in here quickly before we kick off. Time is it now? Oh, ready. We're ready. Cool. Time is going to come up on screen, guys. Let me know if it's kicked off for you guys as well. Let's get these up. There we go. Kicked off? Good. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to put the timer up now. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting, people. My thing is today is, this game, I don't know if Man City really care like that. I don't know if Man City really care. So it's one of those games where I'm like, it's kind of Man United's to lose, but at the same time, obviously Man City are the better team. I just feel like only Manchester United can take something from this game. I don't feel like Man City are going to take anything from this. I really don't. Let's just get this timer up. Oh, I really have to literally set up everything all over again, but here's what it is. Just find people. Right, that's the timer there. That's better. What's chat saying? Let's see. Big up. Yeah, it's pretty much a friendly. And I feel like Man City always treat this as a friendly. Time is up now. I feel like Man City always treat this as a friendly. Just give me a bit of time to get it in sync, but it should be all right for now. Let me just get everything sorted. But yeah, I feel like Man City, they always treat this as a friendly. They don't I don't really, because I think even Hugh was saying it, they don't really take it seriously. So anytime there's a game for this, it's hard for them to get up for it because they know it's not going to be like a do or die situation, which it shouldn't be. They're Premier League champions every single year. Why should they now go and exert themselves in this game like mad when they know what they're coming for this season is the Premier League, and that's game week 1 they're going to be most focused on. If I was them and we were winning Premier Leagues every single season, I wouldn't give 2 craps about this game. This is like a This is what it is. It's a charity shield. It's for the clubs that don't win enough trophies, don't win the major trophies. They need to pick this up maybe for their own confidence. But if we was picking up serious stuff every year, I wouldn't even bat an eyelid at this game. I wouldn't even bat an eyelid.
Just to confirm, you want to power.
Oh, shut up, bruv. All right, cool. That's not what I'm looking for. Cool. Just give me a bit of seconds. There we go, people. All right, we're back in business now. All right, back to the chat. What do I need to confirm? Bruv, they must think I'm in the Sidemen. They must think I'm in the Sidemen house, bruv, asking me what I need to confirm. Doing all types of madness. Right, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see if Hairline as well can go back to... I mean, last season he still finished top goal scorer, but I'm just interested to see if he can kind of go up against his own record that he set the first season. Because what I saw from him in pre-season, I mean, we gifted him the goals, but yeah, what I saw from him in pre-season was when we came up against him, it was like, okay, you're not pissing about. You're not messing around. Fair enough. We take you seriously type vibe. He was not there to play games. He was not there to play games. Yeah, it's on ITV, yeah. Also, it's obviously we speak about Anthony as well and whatnot, but this is a massive year for Mason Mount. Mason Mount was on the England squad, rubber stamped, without doubt. His position is he's obviously not been in the squad for ages because he's been out injured, but his whole career is right now like a little bit in the balance in terms of the top level. He needs to really make himself a guaranteed first 11 player in this Man United setup, and then he needs to perform after that and actually be like a key player. It's kind of crazy that he's back up. I almost forgot all about him because I feel like it's between him and Gallagher. I mean, there's a new manager in town now, so I don't really even know what Carsley's been given the interim role. Carsley's been given the interim role until after Nations League. Sorry, let me go back to your super chat. Sorry, bro. I'll read them out now. 1 second. So, I don't think there's need for both. And obviously Gallagher has gone to Atletico and he's gonna, I'd assume, do pretty well. I don't think there's need for both. But it's between those two for that kind of role in the team. In my opinion. I don't think you need both. So we'll see. Oh, let me get 1 second. I'm gonna read your super chat right now, bro. Let me pick this up. Cool. Come down to Australia with the big six. I see your super chat, brother. That's a very difficult trip to do, to get done. You guys are very far away. And not only are you very far away, but also no football really gets played, which is annoying. But you know, all these teams are now just doing international breaks. Sorry, they're just doing pre-seasons in America now. And we obviously follow the football at the moment. So I'll be honest, that's a very difficult one to get done at the moment. World Cup is in America again. So not in again, but we're going to be in America again for that. Club World Cup is in Miami. So it ain't easy. Oh, what button did I just press now? Absolutely mash up the thing. Anyway. I've sorted it now. Don't know what button I just pressed. But yeah, that's I'm not going to lie to you. That's a very difficult one for us to get done, bro. That is a very difficult one for us to get done. Corner right now. Thank you for the content, Matt. Best Chelsea YouTuber around. Been a subscriber for a while. Keep up the good work. Quick question. Sell Mudryk or Sterling? Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for your support. Kind words. A lot more to come. In terms of your question, good defending. In terms of your question, I would say, for me, I would sell Sterling because I don't feel like Sterling has zero upward trajectory from this point onwards. It's only down. And not only that, he's on more money. Now, in terms of the quality of the first team, I thought Sterling's a better player than Mudryk, so it would be taking a bit of a hit on the first team squad if you were to do that. But Neto's just come in now, so I'm kind of okay to take that gamble, so to speak, and just have Neto starting, and then obviously sacrifice Sterling, so to speak, because I don't think Sterling should be starting anyway. So I'm gonna get him off the wages. I'm gonna move him on because he's got no upward trajectory whatsoever, and make sure that this is Mudryk's last season to prove himself. That's how I would do it. Even though Sterling's a better player than Mudryk right now. But it's not a comparison I wish to get too heavily involved in because it's not a fun one. It's not a fun one at all. He might be better, but it's not good regardless. Put it like that. Yeah, nothing in the 7. So yeah, that's what I would do. Because, yeah, Sterling is like harder to sell than Mudryk. They're both very difficult to sell, but Sterling is the hardest player to sell. Chilwell's difficult, but I think Sterling's by far the most difficult to sell. So if you get a chance to sell him, you got to sell him immediately. Not too much going on at the moment in this game, which is no problem. Get them a proper sponsor. Yeah, Gallagher and Simeone are match made in heaven, bro. For sure. Yep, Esteval coming in. Kendry Pyre's coming in. So we need these guys to hurry up and get out of the way. I'll be honest. If they're gonna be in the first team squad, those guys, we need these guys to hurry up and make room. So this is what I'm saying. It's got to be like do or die this season for some of these guys. I know we say this every year, but I think this Prem campaign will be the most competitive title race, European places, mid-table and relegation. I think European places will be the most competitive part of the league for sure. Title race, I'm not sure yet. It's a tough one. I'm not sure how dramatic or exciting it's gonna be. Both teams haven't moved in the market enough, so I'm like, what's gonna happen? And also, because it's the third race in a row, does it get more competitive, or is there going to be... It's like someone could have a real off-season. Someone's due to have an off-season. And by who, I mean Man City. Man City are due to have an off-season, which is what I'm afraid of, where they rack up 83, 84 points, 85 points. Arsenal win the league by a 5-6 point swing. and maybe it was never even that. It wasn't really even too much in doubt because maybe there wasn't the back and forth week to week. It was just Man City were trailing for too long, so they got off to a slow start in the season, and then they just never really found the energy to catch up. I don't know. It's not something that happens often, but it could and it should happen every 5 years. You know what I mean? It's one of those ones. It doesn't sound very realistic what I'm saying because Man City, they always win, but they should always have like an off season every 5 years, which is even asking for that is not even that much, you know. Still crazy return rate for 4 titles every 5 years, but it feels like to me surely there must be drop off coming. We'll see. But the race for Champions League and Europa League is gonna be wild. There's a lot of teams. It's a really quiet game so far. So many teams have strengthened. No, yeah, Esteval's not meant to be going out on loan, no. City are on the decline, in my opinion. Arsenal are serious and they should capitalise. If Arsenal are serious, they should capitalise. It's true, they should. If Arsenal were to get a striker and they get that midfielder in as well, they've already got the defender. There's only one other question, which is the backup to Saka. If they were to get that as well, if I was Arsenal and I was in charge of that club, I would be honestly making sure that all 4 of those positions are sorted. Backup to Saka, striker, centre mid, defender. And if Arteta doesn't win the league or Champions League, brother, I'll be honest, you're in big trouble. If I can get someone better than you, I will, because I've now given you everything. Like every single part of the squad is covered. If you don't win me a major, I'm not saying I'm definitely gonna sack you because it depends on the options and if there's someone better. You don't sack someone to get a drop off. But if I can even think of trying to tempt someone better, I'm going to do it. I'm definitely going to do it because now you're pissing me off now. I've given you enough money. You're pissing me off now. I gave you everything. Brother. Is Rodrigo? I don't think people are saying Rodrigo, but is Rodrigo really leaving? Is he really leaving Real Madrid? I don't think he will. I think there's a lot of talk, but I don't think he's actually going to leave. I'll be honest. I don't think he's actually going to leave. I think a lot of people are talking about him leaving, but I think I don't think he'll leave. I think the front 3 is Rodrigo, Mbappe, Vinny. Endrick is on the bench. And that's your team. And then the rest is the midfield. And they have to play where they play. Seeing Man City in possession of it. Madrid wanted 180. They're going to want a minimum 100 plus million. Yeah, for sure. They're going to want a lot of money. Obviously, they got Güler as well. So maybe Güler will rotate with Rodrigo. I still think Diaz will be pretty much a squad player. Ballon d'Or's a bit of a mess right now. It's difficult to predict, but you'd have to think that What? Oh, based upon what we've already seen this year. I still think Vinny's. I don't know. I feel like Copa America wasn't very good for him. I don't know, man. Rodri, like, I think Vinny's gonna get it. I don't think they'll give it to Rodri. I really don't. I can't see them giving it to Rodri. I just can't see it. If it happens, it'll be great, but I can't see them doing that. And there's been things that happened previous years where people that should have got it didn't get it and whatnot. So I don't know, man. I wouldn't hold your breath on that one too much. I wouldn't hold your breath. Don't expect the Ballon d'Or to be fair. That's the rule. Don't expect the Ballon d'Or to be fair. Expect it to be very unfair, if anything. Lautaro is a better shout than Vinny. Is he, though? What did Lautaro do in the Champions League? That's the thing. Vinny has Champions League. He has League. He doesn't have Copa America. Lautaro has Copa America. He doesn't have Champions League. He has League. I don't know. I wouldn't. 36 goals, Serie A, Golden Boot, Copa America, most goals. Yeah, but what about Champions League, bro? Champions League. What about Champions League? We can't just sack off the Champions League. It's tough. What are we gonna do about Champions League? That's the thing. We cannot just sack it off. Bob looks good. It's Madrid. No, but Vinny played a massive part in that. Let's not do that. Vinny played a massive part in the Champions League win. Because Bellingham, let's make this clear. Bellingham in the last few rounds wasn't doing anything really. It was Vinny. It was Vinny that was stepping up. It wasn't Bellingham. So he scored in the final. Pretty sure he scored in the semi-final. And Champions League is a higher level than Copa America. Nobody can dispute it. Everybody knows that's a fact. We're not going to rank Copa America over Champions League, I'm afraid. We're not doing that. One shot in 23 minutes. Hey, that's why we're here to have a discussion. Don't pay no mind to that. Let me take a look at the stats. This tablet's going to die like crazy. Make sure you smash up the likes, guys. Subscribe. I am going to take a look at Vinny's. Yeah, for me, Vinny over Lautaro. Still having it that way. What was Vinny? Let me see his numbers. Copa America, he got 2 goals in 3 games. So it wasn't great because we watched. Well, I didn't watch. I actually didn't stay up that late for those games, but I heard that it wasn't great performance-wise. But 2 goals in 3. Champions League last season, he got 10 goals in 10 games. Sorry, 6 goals in 10 games. 4 assists, so 10 GA in 10 games. In La Liga, he got 15 goals in 22 starts. 5 assists. He's basically getting a goal or assist a game. all season, basically. In all comps. In all comps. Club and country, I guess. City have to win. Oscar Bob balling out like crazy. AFCON was more entertaining. Yeah, yeah. Also, what's another question, but what is Pep gonna do with this what's Pep gonna do with this this striker situation? Say Haaland gets injured and he doesn't replace Alvarez. Who is he playing up front? Because the way he was speaking, Man United's build-up player. Oof. The way he was off the way, what a shot. Yeah. Oh, good shot, good strike. Oscar Bob. The way he was talking, yeah, false nine. So Foden, De Bruyne, false nine. I know it worked with Gundogan, but these are the kind of things that make me feel like he's just that one there. I feel like you're leaving a little bit too much on the table for Arsenal. Little bit too much on the table now. That's a very uncomfortable gamble he's taking. So he's saying that he's not going to get a striker, or he might not get a striker, and then he'll play Foden, De Bruyne as a false nine up top. Yeah, he's made it work before. You're right. It just feels like one gamble too many now. You know, going into a season with 4 competitions with 1 striker, like that is ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. Going into a season, 4 competitions, Champions League, Cups, League, with 1 striker. I'm sorry. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. That's wild. Even for Pep. Even for Pep. And Haaland always picks up something. You don't even think, yeah, it's mad. You don't even have a plan B or nothing, like, in terms of a striker. Just going to have 1 striker. That's crazy. That's unheard of. Absolutely unheard of. I don't think any team I can remember doing that. And still winning it all. Unheard of. I know. Don't doubt City, but like I said, every 5 years there's always got to be an off year somewhere in there. This would be making sense if it was that. Just possession. Obviously, we've had someone hit the post. We've had a few shots from City, but this is why maybe Man United need their new signings. But it's been a bit dead from United. Not seeing anything at the moment. Nothing from Man United. Have you seen Mount playing? Yeah, he's there. He's there somewhere. It's kind of mad. Pep doing this with like 1 out of 3 kids, 1/3 kids. O'Reilly, Bob, McAtee. Who else is there? Lewis. Yeah, 4. 4 in there. Wide. 4 in there, yeah. He really rates McAtee as well. And where was McAtee on loan last season? Was he not on loan at Sheffield United? It's a big jump. Seems like he's going to be in the first team this season. He's going to play some games. I don't know. Maybe rotational. Maybe probably play more cup games. But it's mad. They don't. Arsenal should try and get Isak, and they should blow the transfer kitty for him. Honestly, they should, because he can play on the left as well. Covers you in both positions, left and striker. But they've got a lot of players. Arsenal. That's the thing. They do have a lot of players. They got Nelson. They got Trossard, Jesus. I think Nketiah's gone now. No, Nketiah's still there. Nketiah's not even gone, I don't think, because they still haven't even convinced the French club to go and pay the money that they're asking or whatever, loan plus obligation. So they got a lot of players, man. So a lot of players, a lot of people making money, a lot of wages. So things have to balance out. Can't just keep signing players after players after players after players. Here's Doku. Man City, man. Man City, they just keep it, knock it about, keep it, knock it about, keep it, knock it about. Jesus. It's literally like the way that the game's being played is just exactly the same as last season. For sure. You can only beat us when you're drunk. When we're drunk or something. I wouldn't be surprised if that song gets sung. Oh, wouldn't be surprised. That was yeah, Mason Mount. Getting rid of Mason Mount made me realize how average he is. That's not really fair, is it? He had an injury he had a few injuries last year. He had a few injuries. The thing is with him, yeah, is he was more than just a player at this club, it seemed, for a lot of people. He became like a symbol. He became like it became like he has to be captain. Like, he is the next captain. He is the next Frank Lampard. He is this. He is that. He was becoming a symbol. He was becoming an image. The face of the club, basically, I'll be honest. That's what it was becoming. And he doesn't, his ability doesn't warrant being the face of the club, if you get what I'm saying. Like, he's a very good player, but he's not face of Chelsea level player, in my opinion. That was not what I saw from him in terms of the level of player that he was. He had some great seasons for us, turned up in big moments, but I wouldn't say he should have been the face of the club kind of vibe. He wasn't given that. We need to hold it to Eden Hazard levels. That's face of the club. That's face of the club level, you know. He had one player of the year season I think was deserved. The other one was Rudiger's kind of snatched off him, in my opinion, or Thiago Silva. One of the defenders should have got it. Popped up with a good amount of goals. Maybe the system he benefited from it, or maybe we also just needed him to play there because we had pretty shit attackers. But yeah, same as Gallagher. Fit Reece James. Yeah, I mean, let's see if we can keep him fit, man, because he's really got to fight for that place now. Because I want to see Gusto, man, this season as much as possible. I do. Your best player, you should always aim for Eden Hazard. If you're a Chelsea fan and you're looking for the level of quality you want your best player to be, the face of your club, you should always have Eden Hazard in your head. That's the level of quality you should be aspiring to have as your best player. The template is already there. That's someone in his peak that he would have smashed it at Madrid in his peak. He would have smashed it at Barcelona in his peak. He would have smashed it at Man United in his peak. Like, that's the type of player that plays in El Clasicos, and in his peak, there's no doubt that he could play for any club in the world, and he would be one of their star players, if not their star player. And that's the level you should be aiming for. You should have a player that everybody wants. Not a player that some clubs want depending on the system they play. Systemless, top, talented player that every club in the world can sit there and say, yeah, your star guy, we want him. Your star guy, we would start him immediately. Your star guy is the guy. Everybody would take him. Nobody would question his quality. Wide. Rashford. Frustrating first half as a neutral, I'll be honest. Just feels very much like a pre-season game, which it is. But it has that pre-season vibe about it as well. I don't know what it is. It's just lacking in something. It's lacking in the stakes. The stakes of the actual game are not high enough. You can feel it in the air. The actual stakes of the game are not high enough. They're not high enough. The stakes are not high enough at all. Yeah, United are slowly getting there. They've had a couple of chances now. Really just need some quality in the final third from any team, really. Real quality finishing wise. A lot of empty seats. Did they not sell out? Oh no, they wouldn't though, would they? They wouldn't sell out, that's the thing. You got two clubs where, okay, Man United, fair, they got a lot of fans in London. But Man City, most of their fan base is in Manchester. Are they going to make the trip for a Community Shield game? I don't know. Not all of them, maybe not. Did Man United sell out? Don't know. Peckham Reds can't fill out Wembley. Oh dear. Casemiro's played very well. Someone said in the chat, Lee Carsley deserves a chance and he has them playing good football. So if he was to be appointed for the World Cup, would you be cool with that, Lee Carsley? Would you be fine with that? I'm still in a world where potentially Klopp would take it just for the World Cup. Just for the World Cup. Just take the job, man. Just for the World Cup. We know you don't want to be a manager. We know you don't want to be involved or, but do it for Trent. Guilt trip him if you have to. Do it for Trent. Do it for Gomez. Do it for all of those guys that used to have at Liverpool. Do it for them. They need someone to give them some silverware at international level, and it could be you. I'd guilt trip him like crazy. I know he said he retired from Football Matters, but I can see him coming back. I don't think he's retired. I think he's taking a very big break, but I think he's going to miss it. I have no doubt, actually, he's going to miss it. And at some point, he's going to come back and say, do you know what? I miss football. I'm managing again. That's what I think is going to happen. I can't see him just quitting football completely. Even if it's at least just like international level or something. Just to keep him going. Oh, this game. It's not a great game. I don't know why I bet both to score. Yeah, I'm going to tell you now, brother, your money might be in the bin. Your money might be finished. It might be gone. Because this game is not looking like it's got a goal fest in it. 70% went with a Man City win as well. I'm going to lock that off. Find a job similar to Wenger. Yeah, true. It's true. Wenger's now working with FIFA, isn't he? Trying to get offside rules changed or whatever. Taking a drink. They're taking a drinks break. I'm taking a drink break. Because why not? Does this? Oh yes, I should have asked. Does this go straight to? Does this go straight to penalties? True. The way, yeah. But I feel like every manager doesn't really like the football federations, right? And the higher ups, and then they could still join them and try and make the changes that they've spoken about for so long in the sport. So even though he's been talking crud on all of them for the longest, I still can see him working with them. Pretty sure Wenger was the same. Camera's out of focus. There we go. So yeah. Am I excited about automated offside? Oh, well, bro. Yes. Very excited. Very, very, very excited. Like, when that was first demonstrated to us, and I can't remember which competition it was. I don't know if it was the World Cup or if it was... Let me think. It was the World Cup I first saw it. It was the World Cup in Qatar. And it went so well. And there was no issues, and everything was spot on, and it was quick, it was efficient, there was no drama, there was no arguing, there was no issue. Like, everything was just easier. Life was easier. And then, okay, you can't do it for the rest of the season because it maybe puts the season into, it jeopardizes the season by changing the rules halfway. But you have an opportunity as a Premier League to install those automated offsides into the game for the start of the next season following, and you don't do it. Why? You've just seen it work. You've just seen it take the burden and the stress off of the officials who have got enough on their plate at this point, and you say no. So it's weird, but it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming, and I'm over the moon that it's going to be there. It's just one extra thing that we don't have to worry about. The amount of nearly moments we've had with offsides, one in the Carabao Cup with Lukaku that we should have been given the goal there. Every club's got a good 4, 5, 6 to reel off of the last couple of years that have cost them big points or big moments in competitions. I just want it dealt with now. I just want it dealt with. It's just one less thing to worry about. We've already got VAR for fouls and all that drama that's going to carry on happening. Poor decisions. There was a time where they didn't even draw the line on one of the offsides, I think it was. They forgot to draw the line. I mean, come on, man. Just bring the technology, please. I hope it's not semi-automated. I hope it's just automated, bro. I want the full whack. I want the full thing. I don't want no half-baked. I want the whole thing. It's semi-automated. So what? So what is it going to be like then if it's semi-automated? What is it going to be like? What is it going to be like? Should be the same as the World Cup. Okay. I thought the World Cup was fully automated because I didn't see anybody else being, all I saw was, the technology decides where the player is, where the two players are. The line is there. It's easy to read. It's easy to see. The referee gets the message. Bang. There you go. Done. So if that's semi-automated, then great. I thought we were going to get some half-baked version there. You still have to wait. Yeah, you might still have to wait for it to be called by the technology, but it doesn't take long. It doesn't take long, and so that's the reason why it's semi-automated. Okay, cool. But yeah, it doesn't take long, and they always get it correct, so can't complain at all. Oh, do you know what? I do wish they had the webcams attached to the players' shirts for the season. If they could maybe pick. I mean, to be honest, in the way that the Premier League halftime now, in the way that the Premier League is going, and the way that it can be marketed, and the amount of people that watch this league, I don't know why they don't have webcams attached to every player going out there, and then you can have, say on a channel, you can then go to the red button, or you can go to whatever, and you can pick which player you want to watch the game through. That would be sick. How that's not a thing? Because they've already shown us glimpses in pre-season. The referee should have one anyway, but it would just be sick. I don't know if, you wouldn't watch the game that way, but to have it as maybe an option to watch the game on one of the screens that way, it would be so sick. It would be so sick. If you could say to yourself, right, there's the starting 11. The starting 11s are out. The players are quickly, just put these on. Cool. You're all strapped up, ready to go. And we can all now pick which player we want to watch the game through. And watch, because it was fascinating when I saw that in pre-season. I think it was last year, and it was Aston Villa, and I believe it was Tielemans they put it on. They put it on a few players, but Tielemans was the one that I watched, and it was fascinating. The speed of the game it just makes people appreciate how difficult it is to play at this level a whole heap more when you get that level of insight. Because when you're getting it from the camera angles that we're obviously watching it on, which is basically PlayStation and FIFA angles, everything looks maybe a bit slower than it actually is because we're further away from it. But if you put those cameras on people, it's insane. It's mad how quick the game is and how difficult it is. I would love that. Might not be... Actually, I don't see any reason why it's not doable, actually. They did one for Douglas Luiz as well. They definitely did one for Tielemans. No doubt about it. They did one for Tielemans. Discomfort for the players. I don't know. Well, maybe we need to hear... Maybe if Tielemans could report back, let us know if it was a problem. Some people are saying health and safety as it may injure the players when they come together. I don't know, Charlie. I feel like... I don't know. I feel like it's doable, man. GoPro. I feel like it's doable. I don't know. I get what you're saying, but I'm just thinking, yeah. Like, I don't know the size of it. I've never actually seen one of these things before. So I don't know how, like, I'm guessing it's extremely small. I'm guessing it's really, really small. But if we're talking about appreciation for the game again, because some people are saying that the game's getting a bit boring. This game hasn't been particularly entertaining. But this game hasn't been particularly entertaining. If you want to make the game maybe more entertaining, that could be a way of, without actually obviously having more ballers on the pitch, having more skillful individualism back in the game. Those are things that we can't really control. That's just eras in football. That's just eras. That's just natural progression. And that we shouldn't really tamper with or trying to control. I'm sure it will have its change of course at some point. Again, when Pep maybe leaves the game, as nobody can replicate his level of quality in this type of football, people will then maybe start to bring new ideas to the table, and we could have another change. So, but away from that, just making the game more entertaining, I think it'd be brilliant. I think it'd be brilliant. MLS do that. The Messi cam. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd love to see it. Yeah, not a great first half at all. Not a great first half. Call me old-fashioned, but I ain't got time for all that. Yeah, I get you. It's not really for the older gen or even the current gen. It's more the next gen. Because, like I said, if the game's getting boring or the games are getting less entertaining because too many games or lack of quality or systems or a combination of all three or whatever you want to call it, to inspire the next gen to really give a shit about football without having to go to the games. Because going to the game, I think you're always going to get some sort of inspired moment from football because you're going for the atmosphere, you're going to see it right in person, and then you start to idolize some individuals that do great things, and then you start to be a fan and whatever. But I'm just saying, if you're just trying to watch it, if any kid is watching this game here today, they are bored shitless probably, right? So I'm just thinking, how can we do something about that? Do you know what I mean? It's not been a great game in terms of entertainment. It hasn't. And I don't know if there's going to be more games like this than we're used to, but if there is, we need to do something about it. Because a lot of legends and a lot of top people that used to play this game have come out and said this game is getting boring. One way or another, this game is getting boring. A lot of people have come out and said that. It's not like it's just one person. It's multiple people have come out and said it. If your kid could watch a body cam of their favorite player on the pitch, they'll be interested in that. They'll definitely be interested in that. Especially if you've got two screens going, you've got one body cam and then you've got one big screen, so you can kind of just compare. They'll be fascinating, I think. Anyway, Ange Ball will save us. Some of those legends need to shut up. We don't want to hear from them. Don't worry, man. Chelsea will. Yeah, it's true. You know what? The Chelsea will bring something. Tottenham will bring something. We don't have to worry. These teams will bring the chaos and the carnage. There's no doubt about it. We don't need to worry about it. We'll be fine as a people. We'll be fine. We'll get other teams will deliver the goods. Maybe not Man City so much. Maybe not Man United. Some teams will deliver the goods. I think Diallo's on, bro. So Xavier said, bring Diallo on. I got bad news for you. Diallo's already on. I got bad news for you. Diallo is already on this pitch. So, yeah, awkward. Very awkward. But he's already on the pitch. Sorry to let you know. Let me see. Let's bring up the lineups actually from. Yeah, let's bring up the lineups. So, what do we need to do to kick this game into life, people? Because we've got options on both sides actually on the bench. Sancho is on the bench. Zirkzee's on the bench. I want to see Zirkzee, man. I'll be honest. I want to see Zirkzee. I don't know how long it might take for him to adapt to English football. I know he called himself a 9.5. So I don't know even where he wants to play. Does he want to play as a striker, but basically play as a false 9 that drops off into the pockets and lets the wingers run beyond? I'm guessing that's what he means. Because there is no 10 for him in this team because Fernandes is there. Bruno Fernandes plays in the 10, so I don't really see how he's going to play there. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's an interesting one. We'll see with him. But I want to see him just because he's new, really. I'd like to see Sancho as well at some point, now that him and Ten Hag have battened down the hatches. Palestri, I'm kind of surprised he's even still here. I would have expected him to go out on loan, to be honest. And the rest, not really interested. Not really interested. Man City, you got De Bruyne, you got Silva. New Brazilians there as well too. Nunes, not really bothered. So yeah, wouldn't mind seeing their new winger. Actually. That would be nice. See him come on. This was practically United's first team. We've heard false 9 and negative 9, but 9.5 is new. What is a negative 9? I would just call it a false 9. For me, it's a false 9 or you're a striker. Like, you're either a false 9 I can get with because I understand the role is not to necessarily be the outlet. For me, no. So that's fair. But I don't even know what a negative 9 is. $9.5. What is that? Lukaku is a negative 9. Oh, dear me. Deary me. Grealish played all preseason, not even on the bench today. I don't know. Where's Grealish? He must be injured then. He must be injured because you're right. He has been playing preseason, so he must be injured. Do you call yourself a 9.5 if you don't want to take the burden of scoring goals? You don't want to take on the responsibility, or you don't want to carry the burden of getting your team 20 goals a season in the league. Basically, what he's trying to tell you is I'm not going to get 20 goals in the league. So just know that. Yeah? That's basically what he's telling you. If he's coming out and saying I'm a 9.5 and I like to create and I like to do, and that's no problem, by the way, because you can tell by watching him that he's not a gunman in terms of that's not his remit. His remit is to play in between the pockets and create, and he might grab a goal here and there. What he's saying is he doesn't mind getting a goal, but he's not a goal scorer. He's not a shot caller. Yeah? He's not the one that always pulls the trigger. Sometimes he'll just hand over the bullets. Sometimes he'll purchase the weapon but he won't necessarily pull the trigger and aim and shoot. That's fine. But he just told you he's not scoring 20 goals. That's basically what I heard. He said, yo, I ain't getting these 20 goals. You see these 20 goals? Go look at Rashford. Go look at Hairline. Go even look at Anthony because he needs to do something. He needs to bring something to the table. And you know that brother can't create, so he better get the goals instead. Better turn into an inverted winger or something. He just told you basically, I ain't that guy. Yeah, he's injured, isn't he? Marcus has clapped back by saying, is Neto going to play 20 games in the league? Oh, dearie me. I hope so, bro. I'll be honest. Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm not concerned about his injury record. I'm very concerned. The reason why I was so excited is because it's the first signing this summer that I know the quality of the player. I know the quality of the player. The only question I have is the fitness. Every time I watch Neto up against top teams, he always performs very well. Always performs very well. He might not have the statistics because maybe he's had too many injuries or he's not played enough games, or he's also part of a defensive Wolves team as well, which is fair to point out. But I know the guy is a good player. I know he's a very good player. So I'm not worried about the quality of the player. And that's the first time, or maybe the second time this summer where I've not been having to worry about that. So even though we've made about 15 signings or 10 signings, I haven't been collecting no dopamine off those. I've just been, okay, here we go again. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. And it's not really done nothing for me because I know that these guys are probably not going to impact the starting 11 and they're not going to necessarily make a massive difference from the beginning. They're probably going to need some time to bed in, etc. Maybe they're going out on loan, etc. We won't even see them until next summer, etc. So, yeah. That was almost that was almost our third signing of the window, max. You could say maybe Tosin. Okay, let's add Samuel. You could say that's our fourth signing of the window. And Tosin is a free. It's not something to be excited about. It's just kind of a solid deal to get done because you can't lose money on him. You're literally only going to make money, even if it's 10 mil. But he's a steady Premier League centre-back. Then you've got Shrewsbury Hall, which I wasn't excited for, but I understand that he understands the system and he's hopefully going to help Maresca bed his shit in a bit quicker and he's replacing Gallagher or whatever, right? But again, not excited for him because I still need to see what level he actually is. I think we're assuming he's good enough to play for us, but he actually needs to show he's good enough to play for us because that's not guaranteed. And then you've also got Samuel, and Samuel is another one where I'm like, again, I didn't watch him last season. I think he's got some nice attributes here and there, but again, I could say that for everybody, so no dopamine there either. So, yeah, that's it really. This is the first signing where I'm actually like excited to see the impact. Yeah, Kellyman definitely doesn't count. Definitely doesn't count. He was leading. Yeah, bro. Listen, Wolves were, yeah, you're right. He knows how to create chances, bro. Like when I was trying to say on the stream yesterday, this guy can play left wing, and even a Wolves fan was like, he plays predominantly right. He's a right wing. I said, brother, I don't mean to tell you about your own players, but that brother can play left wing. You know how I know? Because he scored against us at left wing. You know how I know? Because he scored against Liverpool, I think, or assisted against Liverpool at left wing. Like, I don't even know if I can go and check how many games. Actually, I can just check. But I know this brother can play left wing. Like, I'm not like, maybe he can. I'm like, he can. He can play left wing. It's not something I'm doubting. I'm not questioning it. He can do it. Here we go. Last overall balance. Okay, so overall balance, he's played 44 games at left wing. Let me get the timer up before I go for this. 1 sec. You can make a comp of Pedro Neto and only use him at the left wing position. And you can just leave all the right wing shit alone if you want. That's how much he can play left wing. But let me go through the numbers. And if anybody's been watching our preseason that aren't Chelsea fans, you'll know the most thing we need right now is a left winger. Because we know Cole Palmer's coming back. We need a left winger badly. That's something that we know is finished. We know we're finished in that position. We know it's a big problem. Let me... it's a little bit delayed, but I'm just gonna get it up just to have it up for now, and then I'm gonna update the timer now. 1 second, people. But yeah, let me give you the statistics of him. I should have really done this on the stream yesterday, to be honest. I think when people see a left-footed winger now, because he's both-footed, but he's not predominantly, he's like favoured foot is left foot. So whenever now people see a left-footed winger, they say, oh, he's a right winger. Automatically. He has to be a right winger because he's left-footed. Back in the day, there was loads of people that played left wing and they were left-footed. Because the aim of the game for wingers was to cross the ball. It wasn't to cut in and score. And he can cross, that's for sure. But anyway, left wing. So this is Pedro Neto's overall balance in terms of this is his overall. How many games has he played? 135. All right, let me just go to last season because there's too much going on. But actually, funnily enough, if you was to actually forget this, if you was to actually just go to his every game he's played in his professional career, including FA Cup, Europa League, Premier League, Serie A, a couple games there, just every game he's ever played, he's actually played more games on the left wing than he's played on the right wing. He's played 44 games on the left wing in his career, 36 games at right wing, 19 games at centre forward, 14 games at second striker, and 13 games in attacking midfield, according to Transfer Market. He's played 8 games more at left wing than he's played at right wing overall in his whole career. So, and that's 156 games total. Statistically, his goal to assist ratio at left wing is more balanced than at right wing. He gets a lot more assists at right wing. However, I don't want to look into that too much because it's Wolves and I don't know where those right wing minutes have come from. I'm pretty sure most of them are at Wolves. He just might not. He might just play for worse teams or prior to that in worse leagues, and therefore the metrics are a little bit skewed. But yeah, both flanks. There's nothing stopping a left-footed left winger from scoring goals. There's nothing stopping them. All you got to do is be able to hit that shot across the goalkeeper into the far corner. You got to be able to hit that shot, and you got to be able to know how to get yourself into positions to hit that shot. But that is a shot that can be hit. That's definitely a shot that can be hit. But also because he can play on his right foot, he can definitely cut in on his right and see what can be done there as well. But yeah, it's just nice to be able to say that he can play both wings. He's definitely dual. This ain't no final. No, it ain't. This is a I don't know what this is. This is like I've basically just tuned into a friendly, which is something I always said I would never do. I would never watch my rivals' friendly matches. I would never do watch-alongs for my rivals' friendlies. And it appears I've done one today, and I apologize. This is a friendly. This ain't a serious game. This is not a serious game at all. These are not serious. These man. This better go straight to penalties. You know, I don't want to hear no extra time, guys. I don't want to hear no extra time. Okay. Great example, Florent Malouda. Got goals from the left wing for Chelsea. Hit some brilliant shots from over there. Gareth Bale started at left wing at Tottenham. Hit some great shots from over there. Leroy Sané at Man City. Hit some great shots from over there. If you can combine 1-2s, run into those pockets, get yourself into the box, and then bang, hit it across, your goals are there, man. You just, obviously you're not going to be able to cut in and shoot. You're going to have to maneuver. You're going to have to manufacture the goal a bit differently. But there's different ways to getting yourself into a shooting position. You don't have to just cut in all the time and hit one from 20 yards out or 25 yards and bend it into the far corner. That's not the only way to score from the wide positions. That's not the only way to score from out wide. It's the most common way because of the way that we've gone now with strikers who can't shoot and wingers who can, you know, make runs in behind and take shots on their favoured foot from the opposite flank. But it's not the only way to get goals. No, Big Six is what day is it today? Saturday. Yeah, Big Six is tomorrow. Yeah, Big Six tomorrow. Yeah. It's tomorrow at 9 p.m. Serious question. What do you think the FA needs to do to make everyone take the Community Shield seriously? Plus, when is the blue card taking big effects? I don't know about this blue card thing. I think it got rejected. I don't think it's coming back. But in terms of the FA taking this seriously, to be honest, there's not really much you can do. There's not really much you can do. We've already got extra domestic cup than most countries. It's very difficult for us to now take this one seriously as well. I wouldn't be in favour of offering a European place at all for this game. You just simply can't do that. It's the start of the season. That's ridiculous. So take that out of your head, I guess, if it was there. Money, no. Can't offer more prize money. That's just what's waste of money. That kind of money should be going into grassroots football. If you got spare cash, then don't be wasting it there. This is offside for Man United. But fucking hell, what a goal. Yo, that was a nice goal. It's offside, but that was a nice goal. See, he's not a bad player, is he? That Bruno. That was a nice goal. That's a shame. That's actually a shame. It's not world class, but he's got something. It's just that was a nice finish. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what you offer. You can't offer Europe. You can't offer money because it's a waste. I think the only thing you could do, which shouldn't really be done because I'm pretty sure is that all the money's meant to go to charity, right? So you wouldn't want to take that element of it away. But if it was called the English Super Cup and it did have a different type of trophy, I do think people would subconsciously take it a little bit more serious as well. But that's as far as you can really. It's as much as you can really do. I'll be honest. It's not really much more you can do. It's already the Premier League winners versus the FA Cup winners. There's nothing to change there. Both competitions are run by the FA. There's nothing you can do, I'll be honest. There's nothing you can do. Yeah, but no one's doing a sextuple. That's the thing. Sextuple. No one's doing that. No one's even done the quadruple, let alone that. No one's doing that. If you did everything, you could class it and count it, because, I mean, why not, right? But no one's doing that. It cannot be called the Super Cup unless the League Cup goes. Can City focus? I don't mind. Honestly, I don't even mind if Man United win this. Like, it actually doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me. Like, when Man United lifted the FA Cup, after, obviously that had implications on our season because it meant we played Conference League instead of Europa League, which was pissing me off as well. But also, away from that, just the fact that they lifted an FA Cup and we hadn't lifted anything again pissed me off, because I would have loved for us to lift an FA Cup last season, or to lift even the Carabao Cup. So, but if they win this, I'm not going to feel any sort of, I don't count this as a competition. I'm not going to feel any sort of jealousy or, you know, like I would with the FA Cup. So I don't care who wins this, to be honest. This is pure vibes. Pure vibes. That's a good ball. Unlucky. I'm never going to be jealous that someone else won a community shield and we didn't. I couldn't give a damn about it. Could not give a damn. Could not give a damn. Oh, let me get these off the screen. Ahmad Zabola. Actually, okay. What's my opinion on Pedro Neto? You're a bit late, brother. You missed a banger of a stream yesterday, that means. But yeah, in regards to him, I am very, very happy with that signing. I think it's a really good signing in regards to the quality of the player, in regards to the position of the player, being able to play both flanks. I think he can contribute with goals. I know he hasn't got the history of banging in a lot of goals, but I think in a more possession-based, a more dominant team that are going to have more chances, I think he's going to contribute to assists, to goals, good decision-making, better attacks than Sterling and Mudryk, so I'm happy with it. The only issue is the injuries. Massive concern about the injuries, but we got a new medical team. Hopefully, we don't have any problems. We have to hope the new medical team does a good job. Garnacho, McTominay, Palestri, and Toby Collier have all come on for Man United, so it's a lot of changes. 4 subs. 4 subs that should weaken Man United to an extent where Man City go on to probably win the game. To be honest, I'm not sure who that Collier guy is. Who is that guy? Is he good, guys? Who's Collier? Who is that guy? Who is that guy? What is he going to do? Is he good? Oh, he's a Casemiro replacement. Keep your eye on him. Okay. Is he a DM? Is he a DM, yeah? They don't rate. Ten Hag, listen. Ten Hag has made up with Sancho. It will be interesting to see if he uses him lots this season or if he's just made up with him just to put it out of the way for the press and then he's just going to be a bit part player. And Sancho, unfortunately for Sancho, no one has come in for him yet with any sort of price tag that Manchester United could accept. And also his wages are a massive problem. So the only way Sancho could go anywhere is a loan deal with Man United paying a serious percentage of the wage whilst he's out there. So Sancho don't really have a choice either, it seems, unless he's going to take a wage cut. But even then, Man United would have to take a massive hit on the transfer fee. So even both of them have to just let it go. They don't really have a choice. What is going on here? Cut back. Just somebody get a goal, please. Shot from distance, wide. Smash up the likes, guys. Subscribe. Let's try to get to 500 likes as well. Let's get those likes up. Appreciate it. Fabio Carvalho is going to Brentford. Is that the same Carvalho that you're talking about? Is that permanent? Is it a loan? What's going on there? Talk to me. Let me know. Bring on the Brazilian winger, man. Come on, man. We've waited long enough. Bring him on. Bring him on. Fabrizio confirmed it permanently. 20 million. It's good money. Considering he's not done anything for Liverpool and he's been out on some loans, and I don't know if they've really been bangers as well, those loans. I think there's been a few underwhelming ones and maybe some good ones. It's been a bit of a mixed bag. That's good money to take out of that deal. I don't know how much you paid for him. That might be the more concerning part of the deal, how much you actually paid for him in the first place. But yeah, 20 mil, you can't really complain. That's good money. That's good money. I'm actually kind of surprised that Brentford have moved on that, but I think he had quite a good pre-season, people are telling me. So I just want to see him. I just want to see him play. 5 mil. Well, that's brilliant then, isn't it? Oh, but they get 20%. Fulham. They get a 20% sell-on clause. Yeah. So, but you're still making profit. So what? Fulham get what? 4 mil. Yeah, 4 million. So yeah. 16 million, you paid 5. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's good to see him. It's good to see him playing. Or do they only get 20% of the money over 5? So they get 20% off the 15 million instead of 20% off the 20. That's what it sounds like. I don't know. You tell me. They get 20% of the 15 because that's all that's over the 5. So then they're getting even less then. If that's the case, then yeah, that's nothing. That's calm. They're getting 3 mil then instead of 4. Yeah, that's fine. Fair enough. They're getting 3 mil instead of 4. Yeah, you get your 17. Yeah, that's all right. It's not too bad. Oh, it's always on the profit. Okay, fair. It makes sense, to be fair, doesn't it? You'd want it to be. Otherwise, you'd be potentially selling someone for 6 mil after paying 5 and then getting more money from... You'd be getting 20% of 6, which is... That'd be ridiculous. That'd be ludicrous. So, yeah, fair enough. But, yeah, good deal. Hopefully, we see him a lot this season. Looking forward to watching him, actually. He cooked at Fulham. He was brilliant at Fulham. Him and... I know they were part of different groups, but him and Sessegnon, who ended up going to Tottenham. When Sessegnon was at Fulham, he was brilliant to watch in the Championship as well. Brilliant to watch. So it's nice. Savinho. He's come on and he's playing. There he is. 26. Let's see how he does. The Brazilian boy. Let's see how he does. He's taking set pieces already as well. This team is definitely half-baked. No Foden, no Rodri, no... These key players, man, they're needed. Oh, God. This game, man, no goals. Nasty work. Nasty work for the neutral. Very nasty work, guys. McTominay's there as well now. Is he leaving or not? Man United fans, is McTominay leaving or is he staying? What's going on? What is happening there? They want 30 mil. Man said I might give up watching this game and go pair up my old socks. Watch along for Inter. Yeah, it's already there. Watch along for Inter Milan is tomorrow, 3 o'clock kickoff. So we'll be there from 1:30. Yeah. Chelsea versus Inter Milan tomorrow. We'll be there. And then it's over to next week, which is the first week of the season officially. And the build-up begins. Thank you. It goes straight to pens. Thank you. Thank you. Nobody wants to watch half an hour more of this nonsense. Probably will just go to pens. Can't see a goal from any of these two teams, to be honest. It doesn't feel like there's a goal coming. So... Where's Matheus Nunes? Is he out there? Has Matheus Nunes come on yet? I don't know where this agenda came from, but it's fun. I think it came from him being at Wolves. I didn't rate him as highly as others. He was getting a lot of hype, and I was just like, I don't see it. And then I said if he should or could go, I'm not going to lie, any midfielder that I don't rate that highly, I always say send them to Liverpool. Send them to Liverpool and send them to Klopp. Any midfielder that I don't think is that guy, I'll just say send him to Liverpool, send him to Klopp. Because he can make Wijnaldum's, Henderson's, he took on Szoboszlai. All these midfielders that are not really that great, he'll make them great. Or he'll make great use of them and make them, he'll amplify them in his system. So I would have sent him there. I would never have sent him to Man City. I would have sent McAllister to Man City. Never would have sent him to Man City. I found that so odd. So yeah. And then obviously what happened was that Man City sold Palmer, bought in Matheus Nunes, and Hugh was like, oh, we just sold Cole Palmer. We used the money for Matheus Nunes. Hold that. And I was like, what? You just sold Cole Palmer, who was bait at Man City in terms of like, anytime I watched him, I was impressed. I thought, this guy is good. This is a good player. Didn't think he was going to do what he did last year because no one thought that, but I knew he was a good player, Cole Palmer. Sold him to get Matheus Nunes. I thought, yeah, fuck this, bruv. The agenda has begun. I know for a fact this brother ain't gonna cook up nothing too mad. We'll be there. We will be there. He's playing on the left. We'll see if Pep can make something out of him. If anybody can make something happen, it will be Pep, you know. So yeah, they still won the league. Listen, I already knew that wasn't going to be the be-all and end-all whether they win the league or not, that's for sure. It only becomes a problem if they get injuries to Rodri and to De Bruyne and Foden, and then they have to rely upon a midfield of Phillips, Nunes, and Kovacic. Then we're going to find out. I even take Kovacic out of that because Kovacic is a really good player. So let's just take him out of that. Say they had a midfield of Phillips, Calvin Phillips, Matheus Nunes, and who else is there? Well, fuck it. Just say that's the pivot. Matheus Nunes and Calvin Phillips is the double pivot ahead of the defense, and then they've got their 10, whoever that will be. Then it's a bit scary. Potentially gets a bit scary for them in midfield. Bad signings don't cause problems if they don't play much football. Just looks like bad investments, but they don't cause much problems if they don't have to play. If they have to play, that's where you have problems. Oh yeah, if Palmer did 2/3 of what he did last year, that would still be brilliant. You know, it's on the other parts of the team to actually step up. What was his statistics? Palmer last season did 22 goals, 11 assists. I think his minimum target should be 15 goals and still 10 assists. And the assists is problem because it depends on the finishing of the players in front of you, which is always going to be an issue until we actually have a prolific striker. So I don't really blame him for not having more because I know he created more than that. But yeah, you should aim for 15 goals and 10 assists. We don't want to drop off any more than that because we rate him, right? So let's get the consistency going. But yeah, that's good. In the Prem, 15 goals, 10 assists is good if he can do that. I don't know what this not in sync thing is. I don't know why that keeps happening. There should be absolutely no delay. Should be no delay. Yeah, I've just seen Rashford hit the post as well. I'm kind of surprised he didn't take it with his right foot and just send it back where it came and kind of put it back in that far corner. It's a bit of an interesting decision that he made there. I'm surprised. I thought he was going to take it on his right foot and just cushion it first time into that far corner and just go for it. Surprised he went with his left. Very surprised. Strange decision. Our defense is in trouble when anyone's in the room. Oh, TJ. We're going to penalties, people. We are going to penalties. That's for damn sure. We will be there. United press been much better since the subs. I think Hairline has done nothing this game. He looks so tired. This is why, like, you need 2 strikers going into a season, bro. I get the false 9 thing, but whoever he puts at false 9 is going to take away from the midfield. So if you're putting Foden in there, you're taking away from the fact that Foden was player of the season last year in the 10. If you put De Bruyne up there, does he have the legs as he gets older? And his minutes really should be coming down, if anything, not going up. Does he have the legs to do the false 9 pressing that he's going to need to do? What is he, 32, going to be 33? Who else was the option up there? Bernardo Silva can't play there for me. I'm sorry. If he plays Bernardo Silva up there, then bloody hell, we're going to be... I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine Bernardo Silva up there. I don't know. Silva as a false 9. Maybe it can work, but if he's up there as false 9, I think Arsenal will win it. I'll be honest. I think Arsenal will win it. If he has to be up false 9 for a significant amount of time, I think Arsenal will win it. Just playing too many games with that idea. Who else? No, you wouldn't class Drogba as a false 9. Absolutely not. Drogba is an out-and-out striker. He's a target man. He's a striker. Definitely not a false 9 at all. This is going to be interesting who we actually are coming up against in the first game of the season. Ooh, goodness gracious me. Why don't you suggest a Hugh Lukaku to City? If there's one player Man City definitely won't be interested in, that's Lukaku, that's for sure. Unfortunately. I think Pep would rather play he'd rather play Vardiel as a striker. He'll play anyone but him up front. He'll play any midfielder. Any midfielder you can think of, he'll rather play him than Lukaku. Any midfielder. You'll see McAtee, false 9. You'll see the new Brazilian kid, false 9. You'll see anybody. Exclusive. Well, let's see. I'm going to double check it. But Liverpool agree with Real Sociedad for Zubimendi, plus 5 million, 5 plus 1. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You know why? Because that doesn't seem like the release clause. The release clause was 60 million euros, 51 million pounds. Why did they have to add add-ons into that? That doesn't make any sense. Where did you get that information from, Super Chat, brother? Are you trying to bait us? Feels like you might be trying to bait us. I'm going to check twitter.com, but that feels a bit over the transfer. Unless they're doing that for amortization reasons. Oh! Garnacho! Alejandro! Garnacho! Okay. Damn. 1-0. Okay, fair enough. Could have fooled me. 1-0 to Man United. Jeez. Jeez Louise. What is going on with my ones and my twos? Why is everything backwards? All right, let me take a look at that. Don't know what's going on there. Damn, fair enough. Why is everything showing up backwards? It's not backwards when I'm writing it out. That's really odd behavior. Anyway, you know what it is for now. Let me see if I can flip it in a minute. It's really odd. Cutting in on that left foot, though. Good finish. Far corner. Fair play to the kid. Fair play to the kid. Fair play to the kid. Very good finish on the left foot. Very good finish. Cutting in. How many celebrations do you want to do in one? Man's done Kudus celebration / Ronaldo's celebration. Plus, I swear, he is someone that studies celebrations. And he just loves so many people's celebrations. He can't even pick which one he loves the most. So he just does all of them. He's like, oh, I love all the celebrations. So I'm just going to do every single one of them. He can't even pick. Can't even pick one. He's done all of them instead. But yeah, really good finish. Where on earth is this setting to flip this? Let me just go default. Surely that will set shit back to how it needs to be. No. Are you kidding me? What in the world is going on? I don't know what's going on. I'll be real. I do not know for the life of me what is going on. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll have to fix this another day. Weird behavior. Odd. This is odd. I don't even know what to say to that. But yeah, Man United lead 1-0. Manchester United. I might even just delete it and just go. No, that's not even going to make a difference. I don't know what's going on. But yeah. 1-0 to Man United. I'm trying to rotate it. It won't let me rotate it. I shouldn't even have to rotate it because I put it on default and shouldn't even look like that. He doesn't have his own celebration. He cooks on the left, also can go in on the outside. Totally not one-dimensional. Who? Garnacho? Yeah, he looks like he's worked on his left foot because even before that foul, he was crossing it in with his left foot as well. So maybe he's worked on his left foot in pre-season. Yeah, well, if that provokes Manchester City to do something in the window, then brilliant. That's the best thing that can come out of this game is Man City step up their shit and stop pissing about. Because they are pissing about, to be honest. They are definitely pissing about, guys. They think this title is just going to come to them. What happened to the guy that always sits down and at the end of every season and says, we're going to go again. We're a serious institution. We want to win every single Prem. Where's that guy? Come and sit down and talk to us again, man. Where's this guy? Because this is not a serious summer at all. They must be in trouble with the law. It's the only reason I can think of why they're behaving like this. Khaldoon. Yeah, man. Where's Khaldoon? Tell Khaldoon to come outside. Where's Khaldoon? Khaldoon, come outside. Where is that man? Bring that man to us because he's got questions to answer today. He's not moving serious. Man United going still in possession. I'm hoping now that they're just gonna. I'm hoping they can just go on to just win the game. I don't even want to see penalties. I don't think Man City deserve penalties. Man United, because of what we expect from Man United and what they've produced against Man City, let them have it. Man City they can do better than this, man. Haaland, like you guys have said, has been basically anonymous. I haven't even said Haaland's name once since second half kicked off. Not once. Which is crazy. I don't even think they've even created an opportunity for him. So, yeah, man, just oh my God, they've scored. Oh my God. Oh my God. Not the new false. No, this is going to encourage Pep to play Bernardo false 9. No. Oh, it's going to encourage him to play false 9 this season now. Fuck's sake. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, dear. He's never going to enter the market, is he? Oh, he scored a header as well at his height. Do you know how much that means? Do you know how much that means to Pep? Oh, God. What is going on? Short-term gain, long-term pain. Long-term pains. Oh, goodness me. This is not going to go well. This is not going to go down well. He ain't going to spend a single penny until the 1st of September. He ain't going to spend a single penny, man. He ain't going to spend a single penny. Oh, crazy. Well, it's anybody's guess now. Oh, bro. Hold on a second. Let me update the score. I don't even want to update the score because the shit's going to look ugly. Hold on. Is it doing... It's doing that with every number. Oh, my days. It's doing it with every single number. Is it doing this one as well? Oh, it's not. You're not even keeping it correct. You're not even keeping it at least in line with the... Oh, my God. Oh, goodness. It looks even worse than if they were both just inverted. Inverted numbers. I'm deleting it. Just come off the screen, man. Pissing me off. Oh, my days. What is going on? What in the world is going on over here? New season. Plenty of problems. Jeez. All right, this should fix it. God damn, these people. Fucking with me too much. Come on, man. There we go, bro. Jesus. I don't know what kind of tomfoolery was going on there with that one, but we fixed it. It's going to pens, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to pens. It's going to pens. Let's just accept. At least it's not going to extra time, because that would have been nasty. That would have been nasty work. So at least it's not going to extra time, because this game don't deserve extra time. You had pre-season to work on your tactics. Yeah, I get you, but we're still in pre-season. We're still in pre-season. Wrong font. Oh God, guys, allow me. Oh, I can see it. Oh my God, what font was it? I can't even. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Brother, what font was it? I don't even know what's going on anymore, bruv. I give up. Oh, that one. Okay, I found it. But anyway, preseason's still going on. Oh, preseason's still going on. Stressful as this is. Preseason is still going on. Okay? We've got a preseason game tomorrow, actually. Oh, this is making me angry. Anyway, I don't know how to do this right now. Grim. Preseason is tomorrow. We got a match. This is a preseason curtain raiser. It's not a real game. As long as we're there for the Prem, that's all that matters. I did change it to bold, but it's a different type of bold. I can't find the other bold. You're funny. Man said leave it wrong on purpose to do engagement farming. Do engagement farming and just make everything just look backwards. So people just ask, why is it backwards? Oscar Bob is an upgrade on Brennan Johnson Bring. I don't think Man City can afford to give you Oscar Bob in terms of they don't have enough bodies to be giving you Oscar Bob. Tottenham fan. I'm sorry. Oscar Bob cannot leave. He cannot. He cannot leave. He cannot leave. It cannot happen. There we go. Let's see. Penalties, right? Come on, let's go. There we go. Let's go to penalties. Let's get this seriously wrapped up now, guys. Finish off these penalties nicely. I don't want to see no Man United versus Villarreal Yellow Submarines 13-12 nonsense. Doing way too much for this game. These men are over egging it, over milking it. Oh, they got nice graphics on ITV, innit? Oh, look at you. Look at you guys go with your new graphics, eh? New season, new you, yeah? You got new graphics, new little transitions. Ooh. Nice. The one ain't long enough. You're lying because it's literally copy and pasted. All right. Also, what was I just deep in? Yeah, Fabrizio as well. If we're talking about technical issues. Fabrizio, I don't know if you guys saw the Samuel transfer when that went through. Fabrizio must have put up the nastiest looking Photoshop picture. That brother there needs to sack his editor. He needs to get a new editor because I don't know what's going on there. That was foul. That was very foul what he did to our boy, our new striker Samuel. What a atrocious edit. New season, people need to level up. Fabrizio, level up your editor, please. You're announcing big boy transfers. We can't be having that type of color grading going on. Read the advice from the chat. What's going on here? That Zubimendi bait super chat. You baited me. But it didn't work because I had my suspicions that you were lying, and it looks like you were because I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything on Twitter about Zubimendi. Have you guys seen anything? I haven't seen anything. If that transfer is to go through, it will be for £51 million. I'm pretty sure 60 million euros. Not any more, not any less. Matt Law's reporting that Samuel and Neto might not be the last bit of business that we do. It definitely won't be because Gabriel Mek still needs to be confirmed, the Brazilian winger. He must mean, obviously, first-team additions. Humphreys is going on a loan or permanent. That's good. Plus 40. Yeah, if we sell Humphreys, actually, good point. If we sell Humphreys, definitely put a sell-on clause on that. Hopefully, definitely put a sell-on clause. Because I do think we could see more money coming in on his transfer after the transfer, so to speak. I think he's got some potential. I don't know how high, but I definitely would say hopefully put a sell-on clause on there. If we get 10 million for him, and then put on a 20% sell-on, and I think we could see some extra money coming through the door later on. Yeah, we're getting Gabriel Mek. That seems to be something that's definitely going to go through. If you know about the kid, how good he is, let me know. But I'm not aware of his level. Just know he's highly regarded, highly rated. Based upon what Oscar Bob's been doing for pre-season, guys, do you think he's going to be a starter for Man City this season? Because I'm just deep in it. Who else have they got over there, apart from the new Brazilian kid who's basically, again, he's probably got to be kind of slowly blended into the team. He's not going to be a starter. So, Bernardo? Could easily maybe take Bernardo's place, probably. If Bernardo might be the backup striker option. Let's see. Silva. I feel like Oscar Bob could provide just a little bit more. But anyway, let's just keep an eye on the penalties. So yeah, Bruno put his one in. But yeah, I just feel like Oscar Bob might provide a little bit more dynamism because he's just sharper. Bernardo Silva's coming towards the back end of his career. Fresh legs in that starting 11, something different. I wouldn't mind it on that right wing especially. And Bernardo's missed. Bernardo's missed. Back to the window, Pep. Shocking penalty as well. Absolutely shocking penalty. Great save from Onana. He read it well. He predicted it, but bad penalty from Bernardo. No power on the pen. I actually get the heebie-jeebies when left-footed players take pens. The only thing that broke that, and that was because Wan-Bissaka definitely missed in the Champions League final, and he missed a few others as well. But yeah, the person that broke that fear was Cole Palmer. But usually left-footed players, I'm worried when they're stepping up. They always try to take them too nicely. Dallo got awfully lucky with his. Awfully lucky with his one. Dallo, very lucky. Wasn't great. Oh, God. Ashley Cole. Yeah, Ashley Cole did take him well. Took him very well. What's Onana doing, bro? Onana's there signaling and doing signals and signs and everything. KDB just sent him the wrong way and said, "Shut up, your malt." Shut it, geezer. You know what I'm saying, brother? Just all this stretching and chatting and pointing, and man just said, "Yo, I'm sending you the wrong way." Shut it, Shanice. You know what I mean? Garnacho. Nacho's. Edison's under some pressure. Oh my God. Bagged. Man United not far from winning this now. Bagged all their pens, all three of them. Good pen. Power's there. Oh, nah. Haaland. What's he going to do? Yeah, they called him the next Neymar. They've called so many people the next Neymar. They are sounding a bit desperate over there. They are sounding a little bit desperate, I'll be honest. Haaland's smiling at Onana. Is he actually going to score, though? Yes, he is. Good man. He looks back at him as well. He says, "Yo, don't play with me, bro. Don't play with me." Look at Onana, you know. This guy's bare cheeky. So cringe. What the fuck? and he went all the way over there. You know how stupid he looks now. Jesus Christ. Oi, listen. The hell is this guy doing, man? Man told the biggest gunman on the planet to go and pick a corner. And then he dives all the way over there, and Haaland just literally puts it where he was standing. That is mad embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. Sancho. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Sancho. Oh, dearie me. You're in trouble now, boy. Man's banished from the squad again. You'll be eating bloody cheddar cheese in a lunchbox, bruv, in a car park again, bruv, because that was not good. that brother's in trouble when he gets back to the dresser. You got one chance to prove yourself, and you didn't bag the pen. Jesus Christ. What's next? Oh, dear. Brazilian winger dagger. Yeah, Onana, you're looking stupid right now, I'll be honest. You started well, when you made your save, but now you're just looking a bit stupid. You're doing too much dumb shit. Now you're not even. Now you're just getting sent the wrong way repeatedly, back to back to back, back to back to back to back. Oh, not Casemiro. Oh, Casemiro. Oh dear. Oh, dearie me, Casemiro. Oh no, is he capable? Can he be trusted? Casemiro bags, fair play. Over to Man City. Goodness me. I don't have much faith in Onana saving another pen. I think he's absolutely rattled himself. He's absolutely rattled himself after what happened with Haaland. Edison's taking a pen. Oh, what are you gonna do? What? Goalkeeper versus goalkeeper. Back for... Oh, he sent him the wrong way. Oh, you're getting sent the wrong way by goalkeepers now. Onana. What's going on? Oh, and he took it so nonchalantly as well. Oh, dearie me. Oh, you're in the pits of hell now, brother. Goodness gracious me. Man's getting sent the wrong way by goalkeepers now. Oi. It's looking like it's all in Man City's favour, I'll be honest. If I was to predict someone to win this now, I'm going to say Man City on the pens because it's looking long. Ooh, that was close, McTominay. That was close. Edison looks like he's got more of a chance of saving something than Onana, I'll be honest. That was close. He touched it as well. Oh, gee, Willican. Oh, dearie me. This is getting a bit mad, you know. It's getting a bit stressful. Great pen. Getting a bit stressful. Nunes. Ugh, my agenda. My agenda knows no bounds. But today, Nunes, just please put this in the back of the net. Everybody's been sending Onana the wrong way since the first. Would you just do your job, please? This is a win-win for situation, I'll be honest. If he doesn't bag. Oh, shit. He put it right in the top corner. Oh, shit. Oh, that was... oh, my God. That is a penalty. What a penalty. Oh, my days. That was ridiculous. That's the penalty of the day. He shut me up. That was the penalty of the day. By far. What a penalty. Wow. That was cold. That was cold. I might watch that back. That was cold. I might have to watch that one back. That was ridiculous. I said I don't want no 12-13 nonsense. What's this? These men are still going. Martinez has bagged. Oh, Diaz has now made it 6-6. Chat saying, this is crazy. We ain't never going to see the end of this, are we? At some point, by the way, Onana's going to take a pen. That's what if we're going to go down to the end, if we're going to go all the way to the edge, we may as well see Onana take a penalty, man. Let's see it. People are saying Onana's not serious. He's getting sent the wrong way. Time and time again. Oh, my fucking God. I've just seen the Diaz penalty. This guy is finished. He's finished. This Onana, brother, is finished. He ain't saving shit today. He ain't saving shit. Man City are going to win this penalty shootout. I'm just seeing Evans is about to step up. Man City are going to win purely because Onana is not saving another penalty today. This brother is getting sent the wrong way by centre-backs and goalkeepers. He is absolutely finished. He's rattled himself with the Haaland one. He's rattled himself. Edison's actually come close on the last few. Edison's been all right. He's been getting closer. Evans is taking now. I wouldn't back him. Oh, my fucking God. What in the world has he just done? What was that? What have you done? What's he done? He took that penalty like someone's dad. He took that penalty like somebody's 45-year-old dad. Somebody's 45, beer belly, pub on a Saturday, bloody pie and mash penalty. That was a pie and mash beer belly penalty. That's what that penalty was. Pie and mash penalty. That brother has scooped it up into the atmosphere. I don't know how. That's it. Finished. Man City have won. Finished. Hold. Hold, Onana. After Onana did that shit that he did with Haaland, I switched quite quickly to wanting Man City to win this. I didn't really care. And I still don't really care. But after Onana started doing that, I said, you know what? You can hold. You can hold. You can hold. You tried to rattle a gunman and you rattled yourself. You can hold. That was some uncle penalty. That was some absolute upper echelons uncle penalty. That brother, Evans, has literally sent that into the highest heights, bro. What was that technique? What was the technique? Man was looking like me trying to play basketball. What was the technique? Where was the technique? Man was looking like Tobes trying to take a free kick in the football challenge. Where was the technique? Where was the technique? I don't understand. Lean back. Bro, this was the pen. 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 This is what he did. Man leaned back. This was the pen. This was it. What's my man doing? What's my man doing? Seriously, what's my man doing? Really, what's man doing? Oh my God. Can I even get this chair back up? Oh my God. What was my man doing? Oh, I can't even get the chair back up, bruv. What was my man doing? I can't even get Evans back up. Evans. Yo, Evans. Evans. Oh my. Evans. Oh shit, Evans, you alright? Evans. Oh my God, I think I've broken him. He's old as fuck. Evans. Evans? Oh, Evans. Whoa. Chill, Evans. Fucking hell. You're moving. Now you're moving quick. Evans, please relax, bro. Fucking hell. You just fucking sat up. You just, whoosh. Jesus. Relax, bro. Chill. All right, there we go. Back now. There we are. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Between that and Onana, who was basically doing this. He was standing, talking to Haaland, by the way. Not a centre-back who, like, if you do that with a centre-back, they might change their mind. They haven't taken a penalty before. They get really nervous. They're like, oh shit, he's playing mind games. Now I can see there's more of the goal to aim for. Do I go that way? Do I go where he's standing? Do I go down the middle? For a defender, doing that for a defender is like, it's like, oh, you just ruined my whole plan. Haaland, man stood on the left for Haaland and said, yo, who do you think you are? Who does this man think he is? Man did this. Man did this. Who the hell does he think he is? Who does this man think he is? Sancho's penalty wasn't bad. It's just unlucky it hit the post and then just bobbled. It was bad. It was just like bobbling across the line, almost like this is where You were at Dortmund. This is where you are at Man United, and we're just gonna let it bobble, like bobble. They can't afford your wages. It's just gonna bobble. You're gonna bobble. Your career is just gonna bobble. It's sad, but the I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Saeed saying, "Congrats, City! You finally beat us at Wembley." That has to be one of the most shameless things he's ever done. What a shameless man. Johnny Bargo. Onana's a comedian, man. He's an actual comedian. He's a fucking comedian. He's a fucking comedian, he is. I don't know what he's doing. But this is why I was like, do you know what? If you're going to be doing up antics and do up strippiness, because I know he said in his pre-season chit chat, he said, I'm going to be taking more risks this season. Man United fans, you need to get ready for risks. I'm going to be doing a lot of dumb shit. Be ready for that. Fair enough, right? But that was not one of the dumb things that you mentioned. When you said you're going to be doing a lot of dumb shit or you're going to be taking a lot of risks, I think everybody assumed you were going to do that on the ball, in possession of the football when you're playing out from the back. Nobody assumed after that quote that you were going to stand on one side of the goal against the most clinical, deadly striker on the planet and tell him where to put his penalty. Penalty shootouts is all about momentum. And I'm telling you now, that moment killed any momentum Manchester United had. Because at that point now, he's rattled himself. And he was, as you saw, he was never near another penalty again after that. He didn't even come close. He rattled himself. He literally took all the momentum he had from his first penalty save and he said, bye-bye. Momentum? Get out of here. We don't need momentum. Fuck momentum. That's what he did. He took away his own confidence on purpose. Who does that? Who does that? Who takes away their own confidence on purpose? Man said, I have confidence. I'm going to take it and put it in the bin. Crazy boy. Crazy. But anyway, let's wrap up. I'm not reviewing that. I'm moving on. We have better things to plan for you guys to watch than such nonsensical nonsense. That game was just, I don't even know what to say. It was something. Tomorrow we'll be back. Inter Milan friendly. Watch along, then review straight after. And then we'll go into the pre-Premier League season videos and predictions and all that good stuff. Let me check on Super Chats actually just before I go. Thank you for reminding me, brother. Onana doing Madame Tussauds. Doing up Madame Tussauds. Man said he's doing up musical statues. Oh, Madame Tussauds. First successful hate watch. Well done. I don't want to call it a hate watch, you know. It's just meant to be vibes. It wasn't even a hate watch, I'll be honest. It wasn't a hate watch. I was just here to it's a curtain raiser. I was here to raise the curtain. Curtains are on the wall, as our brother would say. But yeah, madness. City win, which means Arsenal win the league. Oh, Kingsley. You always come in with this energy sometimes, don't you, Kingsley? Sometimes, I don't know what's happened to you recently. The club has killed you, Kingsley. You used to be a bubbly up. You just up. I don't know with Kingsley. We worry about Kingsley, guys. We have to worry about Kingsley. Big up Kingsley. We have to worry. Kingsley, he used to be a bubbly boy. But now, recently, the club has killed him, and he's always got a negative spin on everything. This one here is real negative, I'll be honest. This is even negative for you. How you've managed to bring Arsenal in the league into this, I don't know. You've done some nasty cooking there. Nasty chefing you've done there. All right, smash up the likes, smash up the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, unless we sign another bloody player tonight that's worth doing a live breaking news for. Who knows, maybe we'll sign Osimhen tonight, and then we'll be back here doing up a madness. But yeah, keep an eye on everything, and we will be there, brothers and sisters. Big up your damn selves. In a bit. Peace. Come on. Love. Ruining everything. Just ruining everything. The timer and the scores and they're still on the outro, messing up the outro and just terrible, looking shit. Just pissing me off. Pre-season.